Hey kids, welcome back to Rob's Red Hotspot, and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 with my dad. This is picking up from a Twitch series that we were doing on a weekly basis a while back. So this is, we're kind of in the middle of a save file, although we're still reasonably early in the campaign, or kind of maybe midway through the campaign. So it should be interesting. Welcome back to the channel, Dad.
Yes, it's been a while. It's fun to be back.
Yeah, no, my work schedule has prevented me from doing these kind of regular streams, but we finally
These
gotten
are all
around.
good things.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it's been a while since I opened the save file, but I do have a vague recollection of where we were at. I seem to recall, we fought the Crimean War and won it. We sort of won it by the skin of our teeth, I think. Let's take a look at our tech here. I think we were at, yeah, we're starting to get some military tech in. We have switched over to the military industrial complex.
Mhm.
And yeah, and looks like we're researching, yeah, analytic philosophy, which is good. I think I ended up kind of delaying this tech because we desperately needed some army leadership and stuff. Let me just see where we're at here. Industry's looking pretty good. I don't imagine we'll do much industrial research for a bit. We're kind of, what's our political situation here? We've switched over to the Slavophile party because we're not, I think we've mostly done a lot of our factory building, manual factory building, and at this point we'll probably be just letting the capitalists loose on our poor economy. We are fifth place for industry and second place for military power. I'm imagining it's either China or Britain that's first place. Let's take a look at that. Get a sense of the general overview here. Yeah, UK is first overall. Oh yeah, they're first in prestige, industry, and military rank. I think we gave up some prestige with a couple decisions or something, but we'll see, we'll see. Hopefully, we'll manage to get ahead. All right, Austro-Hungary is no longer a great power. Neither are the Ottoman Empire, but I think we have truces with both of these. Let's just see here, because it's gonna be a time to maybe try and get those countries in our sphere. If we get the Austro-Hungarian Empire in our sphere, I think we can release a bunch of Balkan states and create a little bit of a buffer on that side if we wish.
Well, I'm trying to remember exactly. The Reader's Digest is we felt we'd reached the limits of our sphere of influence.
Yeah, I mean, if there's certain,
And it was sort of like don't lose sight of the main strategy on what we were intending to do,
yeah,
which
no.
I'm trying to refresh my memory. I mean,
Well,
our
we
targets
you- we t
Egypt.
yeah, we have already speared Egypt, so that's done. Now the British
Yeah.
have what looks like a fairly large sort of overseas possession in Palestine. So there's that. That's kind of risky. But we do have a sphere over Egypt, so we should be able to build the Suez Canal eventually if that's something that we want to do. What's the situation here? I think we have a truce with, yeah, we have a truce with the Ottoman Empire. Do we have a truce with Austria? Because it's worth trying to get them in our sphere, even if we kind of have to consolidate power elsewhere. Yeah, it looks like we have a good chance with Austria as soon as our truce is done. Let me see here. Does it tell us? Until 1875, so 3 years until our truce is up with them. We did take a chunk of Austria as well. We took East Galicia, I think. Yeah, we took East Galicia, so that's great. That's really we're really in good shape. We have made permanent enemies of the Austrians, but they're also rather permanently weak, I should think. Serbia, looks like Serbia got bigger too. Bukovina and Romania have been created, if I recall correctly, by us. Right. Okay, so we have some diplomatic points here. Let's increase relations with the UK, just because. France is our ally, correct? I seem to recall us allying France. God, it's been.
Was. Yeah, no, it has been a while.
Yeah, let me see here. Oh no, we're not allied with them. They'll not accept because they're allied with someone else. Who are they allied with? There's a way to do this. Wait a second here. Diplomatic map mode.
So Sweden was in our were they an ally as well as in our sphere?
Yeah, Sweden's in our sphere. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Who the hell is France allied with? They're not allied with anyone. Why can't I ally them? Oh, we have a great power ally, don't we? That's weird. Wait a second. I think we need to like kill one of our allies and ally France. I gotta figure this out. We are allied with. Damn it! It's always okay. There we go. I don't see one. Don't understand why. Okay, we're allied with Shogunate Japan. That's right. Okay, so we're going to kill our alliance with Japan, ally France.
How on earth did we get into an alliance?
Because we were in the middle of a war and we had no great power ally, and we did it as a. There we go. Let's get France back.
It's actually a buffer against their expansion because we're just trying to keep them.
Yeah, but we're gonna ally France. We're gonna switch back to allying France because they're more powerful overall. Also, you know, we will end up fighting the Germans again invariably, and the Germans have not taken Alsace-Lorraine yet, so that's good. Now, what's going on here with the armies? Looks like I was mostly done reorganizing these armies into corps. A bit messy, but that's
I think we'd be waiting till after France loses a little bit with that war.
Well, no, because if we want to prevent the Germans from, you know, if we ally France, then the Germans essentially can't form a modern German state. Like they're gonna have to take Alsace-Lorraine from Germany, from France, sorry, before they can actually form proper Germany, and we seem to have prevented them from doing so thus far. So.
So you think that will continue that trend? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think France is the best strategic alliance we can do. Okay, what's this? We have... Oh, I guess I've sent all the fleet to the Black Sea. Okay, that's fine. No point in fighting Germany on the seas. They will defeat us there. Okay, well, you know what? I think we're in pretty good shape. The military doesn't need much. Looks like I'm just building more...
Is there anything we haven't taken in the east that we should have been?
Is there anything we haven't taken in the east that we should have? In terms of our sphere, we have speared Korea, and we have speared, I guess Japan.
No, I mean territorial possessions of stuff that's.
I think we get some opportunities to take some stuff from China if we wish. Also, like Tanu Tuva is in our sphere, are they? Yes, and we have Mongolia and Xinjiang in our sphere.
Can you just sort of go to the east so I can see it?
Yeah, I think you're getting a bit of a delay on the visuals there.
Oh, so. I absolutely am.
Yeah, no, exactly. So you'll see it.
Thank you. No, I've answered my question. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. So that's the sphere situation there. Now, let me just take a quick look here at who we are currently influencing. Looks like we're trying to get Serbia into our sphere, which is a very good idea. And we are defending with Korea and Egypt.
Okay.
Egypt. Looking at all the indicators here. Yeah, we've almost got Serbia in our sphere, so that's great. Okay. Alright, let's go to speed 4. Gonna run the clock a bit here. France accepted our alliance. Good. Costa Rica better pay their debts. Yeah, that's fine. France accepts military alliance. Okay, we are inventing things militarily, which is good. United Baltic provinces are having some kind of revolt. That's okay, their army can take care of it. Okay, Italy is friendly with Egypt. Let's decrease them to cordial. And yeah, okay, we got a revolt. Jacobin rebels. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, do we have anything in the east we can throw at these guys? You can do that. Siberian armies there. What's my military funding? Look at the budget, actually. Military spending. Military funding is full out, so we're good. Do we have any debt? No. That's good. What's going on here? Okay, looks like we're in good shape. Okay, now, are there any rebels I need to... Army here, go deal with those rebels. Sweden looks fine.
Are those special things you do in a certain number of provinces? Have you looked at that?
What are you talking about? A certain number of provinces? I'm not
You
sure.
remember when you sort of invest certain things into a province?
Oh, investing. Yeah, I can look at our railroad construction, for example. Looks like the capitalists are building. Let's take a look at what the capitalists are building. Actually, that's a good idea. So Ural, they're building a furniture
Yeah,
factory.
no, there was some other thing. I just can't think of the modifier of the state, but where you put a particular focus
Oh, the
on a
national
province.
focus. Yeah, the national focus.
Thank you.
Looks like that's all good. What I've got going on now is
Okay, you've chosen the right. Okay, you know what
essentially
you're.
we're just increasing our industrial workforce with our national foci. Okay, we can include Serbia into our sphere. Okay, no one's friendly with them. That's good.
Yeah, we were just feeding Moldavia and Serbia.
Yeah, we were basically attacking. We were like attacking the Austrians and taking territory from them. I think we're going to spear the Austrians though if we can. Well, how likely is it for them to become a
How do
great
you
power?
steer something again when you're pounding the snot out of it?
Well, we have a truce with them, so we can't right now. But when you don't have
Okay.
a truce with them, wait a second. Romania is at war with Serbia. Oh my God, Serbia is at war with the Ottomans, Tunis, and Austro-Hungary. Interesting. Well, we can't really do much about that. I think they declared war right before we speared them. Okay, the Great Game. No, we're gonna have to give up the prestige in the Great Game because we're not gonna fuck with Afghanistan. Yeah, I think that's the correct decision. Let me look and see if there are any. Or is it
As long as we don't let that crust get the crust by Afghanistan get too thin. Yeah, no, we really weren't trying to stir the pot over there.
Yeah, well, we don't. Yeah, we don't particularly want to have a border with the British India. Um, sign the Geneva Convention, but that's going to fuck up our infamy. Treat Yugoslavia. That's a good goal. Yeah, but I think we're going to have to spear. Let's try and get to 75, and that our truces will be done, and then we can try and spear Austria. I'm going to just speed 5 for a bit here. Make sure I'm not. Tons of money. More Diplo points here. Let's spend them in. Oh, the UK we're at 100. Okay, we're at 180 in the UK. I thought it was negative. Fine. So we're in good terms with the UK. We're good terms with the USA. We're actually on decent terms with Germans. I think there are crises soon, so we should try and keep our relations high with the various great powers. Oh shit, there's rebels up there. Okay, you go hunt rebels. Oh, this army here needs to be merged together. Oh, it's missing. No idea what my army template was here, but that's okay. Yeah, that's one thing from EU4 I really wish there was in this game is all right, let's get some artillery in this army. Do I have a where's my rally point? Warsaw. Do I have more units coming out? Okay. Well, let's get some artillery and a couple engineers and that'll do. Okay. The Siberian army is making its way all the way to like Vladivostok to fight some rebels there. That's fine. Okay, now. Oh my god, losing more prestige because of Afghanistan. Well,
So what's going on there that you're being hit diplomatically?
oh, it's just an event. It's an event that fires as long as we don't decide to invade them. We're losing 5 prestige every while.
Oh, they're asking for support. We're not allied with them.
No. They're not asking for support. They are.
And they're not in our sphere.
No, they're not in our sphere. It's an event that gives us an opportunity to put them in our sphere, and if we don't take the opportunity, we
Oh.
yeah, we lose prestige. Okay, we don't have the life rating to colonize that province. I'm gonna need to get some of those colonization tech so that we can fill out the rest of these empty spaces in east. Sure. However, analytic philosophy comes first. Again, Jesus, that's becoming a real problem. Okay, we'll see if there's a way that we can avoid it. Maybe there's the time limit on that one. After a certain date or something. Mountain of coal. Oh. Palace trade good changes to coal. Okay, what's going on here? More coal. Certain provinces are... Okay, we got to deal with Japan, Korea. Okay, and there was something. Oh, Italy's still trying to get into Egypt. I'm gonna ban their embassy. I can't. Our efforts there. I think Serbia lost a bit of territory, but I'm not sure. That United Baltic Provinces again. They should be able to deal with that revolt. Let's see here. Egypt, ban embassy, Italy. Okay, lots more research points. That doubles our research points, analytic philosophy. That's great. Now, in terms of tech, what's going on here? We need machine guns. We need machine guns for sure. We still have not invented coke. Not good. That's the coal invention. Not sure. Okay. Machine gun armament. We could do that. Is that the best way to get the... Yeah, I think that's the best way to get the life rating.
The coke makes your steel production easier.
It makes your coal production easier. Colonial negotiation. Breach loaded rifle or the Dark Continent with revolution and counter-revolutions. Do we want revolution and counter-revolutions, or do we want... You know what? I think revolution and counter-revolutions would actually be better. We get more diplomatic points that way, too. That's good. Yeah, now, how would it be for us to invent this one? Not great. This one instead. Yeah, let's do machine gun armament. I'd like the extra national focus point, but want to get that colonial stuff out of the way. Our literacy is up to 37.2%, which is fantastic. And we are going to... What's the date? 1873.
So what's our final target for that?
For what?
For literacy.
I mean, once we get to about 40%, things get a lot better. I think 60% maybe is a pretty good goal. I mean, at the end of the day, we'll just... At this point, we can just let it passively increase. We don't really need to... we don't really need to intervene
So
directly.
when will we get there relative to, like, we're 1872 or whatever it is?
I mean, I think towards 1900 or so we'll be at like maybe 60-70%. And okay, all right. What's this? Okay, that's another. Okay.
Makes sense. That is at least a generation or two.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Do we want organic work? Farming efficiency versus... Oh, this is just the date thing. More consciousness. I'll support the movement. More consciousness at this point. Okay, what do we got to do here? Increase with Shogunate Japan. Increase with Italy. Italy's being a bit of a hassle.
Question.
Yeah.
How are we going to move our agenda forward on the armaments? I mean...
Well, we're waiting until the truce ends. Can't do anything until the truce ends, which isn't...
No, that's fine. No, I understand that. That's in 3 years?
2 years. Yeah, 2 years. So I'm trying to advance to
But
that point now.
it's a simpler question: is what is next? I mean, we took and we gave, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
Lost
think at
on
this
it.
point we're gonna try and sphere. I mean, we're gonna be able to do a lot of that via decision if we sphere those former empires basically, or those like declining empires. If we get them in our sphere, we're gonna be able to do a lot more in that department. So that's what I'm
So
trying to
you
do.
think we should try to sphere the Ottoman Empire?
And if we can't sphere them because someone else spheres them first, then we will attack them again. I think that's the best way to do it.
Okay, so when can we start that process?
1875 in like 2 years.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
True sending. Gotcha. Right.
Okay, what's going on? I gotta pay attention to these national focus. Looks like they're pretty good for now. What are the capitalists doing? They're just building factories and stuff. That's fine. We built most of the important factories. We are 4th place industrially now. I'm wondering whether we should start encouraging
Now, are we
capitalists.
developing Persia in such a way that it fosters our economic development?
We are currently investing in railroads. You know what? Why don't we invest in some railroads in Austria-Hungary? Good idea. Because that will make it easier for us to influence them diplomatically.
Why wouldn't we do the same with you?
Well, we can't do it in the Ottomans because I think their government type doesn't allow us to. Doesn't allow for foreign investments, but we can sphere them. We'll pour some money into Austria-Hungary in attempt to. You know, there is a risk to this obviously, and that is that they could potentially use railroads against us. However, I think it's pretty unlikely. And at the end of the day, their army is just too small at this point to do any serious damage to us. All right, I want the capitalists, though. I really do want them to. We've got 12,000 capitalists. That's not bad. I'm wondering whether we should get some more going. Oh, you've gone very quiet. Let me just double check my settings here. Give you a little bit of a boost. No, you're too whatever. I don't think you're too far from your microphone there. We can't hear you. So I'll let you sort that out. I'm going to advance the clock a bit here. Need to pay. All right, let's see here. I don't know if you're having microphone problems. Just shoot me a message on Discord, Dad, and we'll sort it out. Sure, what's going on because it's just very quiet. Egypt.
I'm being very quiet because I didn't want to.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh wait, that's fine.
I think it's just distance from the receiver. So.
Oh, okay, cool. I get it.
So I just shut up.
Oh,
no,
that's fine.
Is there in that area? Okay, so we sphere the Ottomans. That's a little different than what I remember, but that's cool. Because again, that's like so not history. It's perfect. Is the space between Palestine, which is British, and our subject, which is Persia? I thought there was a gap in there. If there is, we should try to fill it, maybe.
Yeah, I mean that. We'll see. That ends up with us bordering the British, but it might be interesting to try and take territory from the British.
Oh, if I'm going to border the British anywhere, it's going to be the Middle East. It's like because our whole approach is just say, this is not your space, man. No, it's ours.
Yeah, I get it for sure. We're gonna have to put down a revolt provinces because they're okay. Let's see here. Come on now. I get there on time.
Because it allows them also to be annoying in the presence of our Egyptian strategy. So.
Yep, for sure. Okay, we got to deal with Japan here. Ban embassy. Oh, this is never ending. We may give up on. I'm not going to give up on Egypt because it's strategically important. But let's recent opinion of France.
Who is giving you difficulty?
Well, Japan is trying desperately to sphere Korea, and I'm tempted to let them. Frankly, Korea is fairly valuable. It has a lot of coal and stuff like that, but we're using a lot of our diplomatic influence points to defend it. And if we are going to try and do I'll keep defending our sphere there for now, but we're gonna try and do get going. Wow, where was that?
We can't let them do the same thing with Manchuria or whatever. I thought they were
No, 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 no. But I mean, we can, you know, if we decide to go for the Ottomans and we just, oh yeah, we don't have market structure. That's why. Okay. If we decide to go for the Ottomans and the Austro-Hungarians, then we may not have enough diplomatic power to defend Korea. But I would give up Korea for
gaming things, right? And we only get to World War One in this game, do we? Right? Or the 20s?
It goes to 36.
Goes to 36. Okay, so as long as we don't allow the Japanese to threaten us,
Mm-hmm.
we can simply stay with the borders we've got, nibble at China, for buffer, if the opportunity comes up, but just sort of, just leave them alone, because, in the context of the end of the game, we should be able to pull ahead of them. Question is, we can steer them into trouble. But anyways.
Yep. Yeah, that all makes sense. Okay, West Galicia, I can take off this. There, let's remove focus.
So that's saying, like, let Korea go, use the diplo points elsewhere or whatever. In my books.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kharkov, sure. Do I have any free foci? No, I think we're good. Samara, I'm gonna take off. Okay, this guy here, we can put some encouraging people to work in factories. What's the employment? Okay, I need to take Smolensk off. Okay, just too high there. There. Okay. And let's go back and look at here again. East Galicia. Once it gets to about 80% employment, I'll let the hiring happen naturally and make an adjustment.
So you had that now in coal event. So we're way surplus on coal now, are we not? Or do we
let's take a look. Let's take a look. We can go to the trade interface here.
We didn't take one coal province in Austria, Hungary.
We did take a whole. We took a whole state in Austria, and it had coal. Okay. So yeah. All right. Let's see here. We're actually importing sulfur, which is not ideal, but it's not costing us very much.
Where do we get sulfur?
From our geos essentially. We have a surplus of machine parts now, which is great. Surplus of artillery. And yeah, we're actually selling coal, so that's good. We're exporting coal. That's excellent. What's costing us is mostly luxury goods. Oh, and regular clothes. That sucks. Regular clothes is going to cost us.
Okay, so we need to fix that. And I would just suggest we need to.
Well, I mean, all we do for that is just investing in. So what we can do is, here I can upgrade some factories. Here we have a fair amount of cash. Might want to power. Well, okay, let's upgrade that one. We're probably having a cloth shortage as well. Cloth, yeah, we're having cotton shortages and stuff like that. It's not that easy to rush it to kind of self-sufficient in terms of cotton and cloth. Okay, what's going on here?
And we sort of between Persia and Egypt being in our sphere, we sort of done as much as we can fix that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the only other location that we'd be able to get cotton is cotton. Things change over time. India, which we're not going to fuck with, and China, which for the time being fuck with. Yeah. Oh, there's cotton. Too interesting. Yeah, and then USA has cotton. We've got Egypt. We've got a little bit of cotton in Persia. We just don't have a great supply of it. The way to do it would be to attack China, but that doesn't seem a particularly good idea.
I would probably fix the cloth thing, or should be to our benefit, is the sphere thing. Sphere in Austria.
Austria, I don't think Austria has much in the main. They don't have cotton.
I thought all the European provinces had.
The Ottomans do. The Ottomans have some cotton. So we can try and steer them. Okay, what's the date? 74. We still have truces? Until April. Okay. That's fine. All right.
Speaking of Forex games and being in different areas, I watched this brief history series. They're just little vignettes, very detailed, but looking at the step peoples and the empires in succession, like totally breathtaking. You know, you can't remember. You can't remember half of them, or who came before who, other than the big guys.
Yeah.
And even then, you probably get the Mongols wrong, either as to where they conquered or when they did.
All right, that's machine guns done. Sorry to interrupt. Machine guns are ready to go. Now the question is, where do we go from here in terms of research? We can go for revolution, counter-revolution. That's a good one. I didn't really get a proper chance to look at. There's some decisions that will become available when we do some text here. So I want to take a look at those decisions, see if there's anything advantageous. This one requires of influence. I don't know where that province is. Panakale. Okay, that one's not going to help us. Create Yugoslavia. We need to get everything into our sphere. Okay, the Suez Canal. That's naval stuff that we're not going to be able to do. Well, actually, yeah, Raider Group Doctrine. Okay. Let's see here. Economic reforms in the Uzbek homeland must have invented market-determined exchange rates. Interesting. Economic reform. Okay, so we get a bunch of these. These are interesting decisions. That gives us different trade deals.
Sounds important.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Economic reforms in various areas of mostly Central Asia. I think we might have to be. Do we have to be communist for that or something? One of the following: have invented market-determined exchange rates. The year is after 1880. Economic policies, planned economy, or have invented business regulations. Or all of the below, or all of the below. Have invented modern central bank system investment. It would be good to do some economic research for sure. Return to the third row. Does not own Vipuri. Okay, that's if we lose Finland, so we don't need to worry about that. Polish population transfers have invented mass politics. That's not going to be for a while. Russify the Baltic states. What do we need? Revolutions and counter-revolutions. What do we get from that? I think we inherit them. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Russify the Baltic states. So let's go for revolutions and counter-revolutions. Going to probably create some... Actually, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea because...
You mentioned that earlier, but I can't remember the context.
Well, it had to do with the colonization thing. But we can, if we invent the secret police, it will get rid of a lot of the separatist rebels that we're going to get from nationalism and imperialism, so that's a really good idea. I think we should do that next. It's going to take a while to research. When is it going to be done? 76. That's not so bad. So in 1 year, we can start screwing around in our Western ban embassy, Italy. Just barely holding on to these spear here, and that's fine.
Okay. What degree can you use espionage? Can you really make it a powerful weapon in the game?
What's that? Sorry.
With espionage, can you make it a big factor in the game? Or no?
Well, it's really. I mean, espionage is sort of an aspect of diplomatic influence in this game. So that's essentially what I'm doing, more or less, is banning their diplomats and various diplomatic. That's the closest thing this game has to an espionage system, I would say. Okay, let's see. We have to increase the opinion of Italy and Egypt. Most of what I'm doing right now is just paying attention to that while we wait till April of 74.
Is there any way you could get that particular currency faster?
Yes, there is. And that is via commerce research. Is it? Yeah. market functionality research, market structure, business regulations, market regulations, and all these texts here, which I'm thinking about doing soon, actually. Okay, what do we got here?
Well, I'm thinking is that our long-term strategy can largely be achieved if things persist between influence and a robust economy.
Yep, that's correct. That is a big part of that's a big part of strategy for sure. Okay, that's done. We deal with all the rebels in the Baltic? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty high priority research coming up. Claire Eric says, "Good evening, my Tsars. What did I miss this far? Not much, not much. We're waiting for a couple truces to end. We're going to try and sphere Austro-Hungary and the Ottomans to see if we can
We're not at all ambitious.
Okay, let's see here.
History's wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of thing.
Okay, I've got some. I could build some more armies. I'm kind of tempted to not micromanage this army composition anymore. I just want to make sure that there's nothing that looks particularly
so awesome. Who's got the biggest army?
Britain has the biggest. Someone else has surpassed us again too. So I do want to build some more army. Biggest armies are UK and France. Okay, well that's not so bad. They're also getting military score from having ships. We don't really have much of a navy to speak of, and once they start building like particularly like the cruisers and eventually dreadnoughts, once they start building those, that bolsters their military score. So it's not necessarily representative of the land army.
Okay, so who's who of a true threat is there? Like, is Germany half our size or equal?
Germany is we thumped Germany last time we did this.
I remember that, but yeah. I just trying to understand.
Yeah, no, I get it. Glad to finally reach the mid game. It's my favorite bit. Yeah, the mid game is kind of cool in this game. That's interesting. Let's just take a look at our craftsmen here. I want to get us to, okay, I also want to see how far off we are from getting to third place industrially. Let's just take a look. Who are the industry leaders? UK, North German Federation. Oh, okay, we are in fourth place right behind the United States. What is their industrial score? 495. I'm having trouble reading these numbers. 485. We are actually only 30 industrial points behind the United States. So I think if we play our cards right, we can actually surpass the United States in terms of industry, which is pretty wicked. So we are decades ahead of where Russia would normally be at this point. We are second great power. Okay, let's build an army. Build one from scratch here. I'll put it in Minsk. That. Okay. Keep growing army here. Fine. Okay. And take a look at our sphere again. Oh, we got to deal with France now. Just never ending. Okay. And these guys are fine. Can we?
I'm thinking we should shift that emphasis to anything that will give us more of that currency.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, I think.
It sounds like we're going to be really stiff handling it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a challenge. And like I said, the other option is to. Okay, we got to deal with the Belgians in Romania. Belgium.
They're confused.
Oh, wait a second. Bhutani nationalists have enforced their demands in the Ottoman Empire. Wow, there's a tiny state. There's this yellow state, kind of north of. Yeah, okay. The Ottoman Empire is falling apart. Bulgarian nationalists. Oh, we may not even need to spear them. Eastern Front Army Management Simulator 1836. Yeah, nervous. Welcome to the stream. Yep, that is more or less what's going on here. Okay. Bhutan wants to ally with us? Sure. Basically, there are all sorts of people all over the Ottoman Empire who are trying to split off from it. We may not even have to do that ourselves. We might not have to break it apart. It'll fall apart on its own. That's cool. Egypt. Okay, we are pleased. Let's see here. Let's decrease the opinion of Japan again in Korea, and then we can stop influencing there.
Well, I thought you were already going to stop influencing anyways.
Well, no, I'm not gonna let it go until I have to. Let's decrease the opinion of France and Egypt. Everyone wants a piece of Egypt. Okay,
No,
and
if it's not retarding your acquisition of the Ottomans, we'll call.
I think we'll start actually by influencing Austria because what's going on
Oh, I thought
there?
you were going to be doing both at the same time. All right, forget it.
They've also Austria's also got Austria's having like a socialist revolution. That's hilarious. They're just falling apart. They're falling apart.
I don't really know my Austrian history.
I've learned a lot recently. Okay, what do we got going on here? Japan is trying
One of the few
to.
areas in Europe. Well, no, any of the Eastern European countries.
I mean, it's just your Habs. It's basically Habsburg history at this point. Okay, we finally invented coke, which increases our coal production output by 50%. We are probably now the world's leading producer of coal. Let's take a look at that.
Brazil, that's why. No, I'm kidding.
We have Brazil. That's right. We have Brazil in our sphere too, which is hilarious. I think we have Brazil anyway. Let's see here.
We did. I know we did. Question is if it's still there, what state it's in, and if there's any other targets. That's all.
Oh, we are not the top producer of coal. The UK is still the top producer of coal, but we are not far behind, and we're producing maybe 40% more coal than Germany, which is pretty good, and much more coal as well than the USA. Austro-Hungary is in 5th place. Okay, well that's great. Well, if we sphere Austro-Hungary, then we will be the world's coal armor of the largest 5 coal, more even than the British Empire, which is pretty impressive at this point in the game. We have to wait another month, and then we can start that process.
I hate these games. It's always hurry up and wait. Just one more turn.
Yeah, it is always like that. Yeah. Okay, what's going on with the okay, capitalists? Fucking great game, man. I'm just bleeding prestige from that stupid event. Almost makes me want to deal with it, but I don't think so. Okay, the Japanese are fucking around in Manchuria. That's very annoying.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're gonna try. They're gonna like try and nibble away at our sphere in there. And like I said, if it's a choice between spearing Austro-Hungary and defending this sort of eastern fringe, I would rather just let Japan have it because it's not going to make them stronger than us. Okay, we can influence Austro-Hungary. I actually let the clock tick a little bit too far. Okay, so I'm going to stop influencing anywhere but Austro-Hungary because they're the most important. How's Egypt doing? Egypt's okay for now. Okay. All right, so we're just going to focus all of our influence on Austro-Hungary. See if we can get there. What's the situation there? Is there hostile? Oh, the Germans. Shit, that's not good. All right, well, the Germans are probably going to beat us to Austro-Hungary, so we got to be careful here. What's going on in Ottoman Empire here? Did they put down their revolts? We might have an easier time in the Ottoman Empire, actually. We might not want to.
Okay, well,
we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. I have a lot invested. I have a lot of money invested.
Okay, fine. If you know,
how did Austro-Hungary end up?
Lost cause.
Yeah, I don't think it's a lost cause. Blair Eric asked, how did Austro-Hungary end up so weak again? I mean, I think they were just being Austro-Hungary. Honestly, we fought them in a war, and we took East Galicia from them. We took East Galicia from them, and we
fed 2 countries out of them.
Yeah, we chopped them up, basically. I think we took chunks of Romania from them. All right, let's see here. Rescind the policy, that's fine. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to see if I can at least get to neutral with Austro-Hungary, and then I'm probably going to switch to trustee system. What is this? Astrakhan, any problems? Trustee system, priming efficiency, militancy.
Is this now the new avenue for Germany to create Germany by absorbing Austria?
It's possible, but I doubt it. Okay, let's increase. I think I'd like to try and fight them here. We have invested a fair amount there, so.
Okay, I'm not convinced I want to give up either. I'm just.
Ottoman Empire agrees to the demands. Okay, so that is in relation to what? Relation. Oh wow, we lose a bunch of influence with them. That sucks. So gain any province. Okay, Ottoman Empire for any province that is a Russian Empire core that is not and is not an Ottoman Empire core will gain any province from Russian. What the hell is this event? Italy. Stabilize the Balkans. Whoa. Okay, so what's going on here? Whoa. Holy shit. Okay, so interesting. So Italy held a congress on the dissolution of the Ottoman Empire, basically, which is an event that can fire in this. Italy was sort of led it, I guess, and I don't know if you're seeing this yet.
Well, this is where I'm starting.
You might be a little bit behind.
Yeah, no, I see it now.
Yeah, so Serbia has become pretty big. Bulgaria's become sort of a thing. And wow, okay. Well, this is different then. So let's try and keep Germany out of Austro-Hungary because what we're going to want to do here is form Yugoslavia. We're going to want to make Serbia, Montenegro, and if we can, we'll see if we can form Yugoslavia. It's the smart way to go. But the first step here is to prevent the Germans from spearing Austro-Hungary. Haven't already. It's looking kind of risky. Okay. All right. So did we lose anything from that? No. We just got a bunch of prestige. Okay, what's this? Abolish the Caucasus. Oh, that's good. So that is... Where is that decision? That is going to... We're going to annex Transcaucasia, which was... Yeah, we just annexed this bit here. So there's that. Interesting. Can I colonize here now? We haven't invented colonial negotiations yet. Same goes up here in Alaska.
Where are you trying to colonize?
Oh, look, Canada. Okay. There's like one province in Central Asia that we need to colonize, and also just some of our Siberian stuff, and potentially even we can expand Alaska a bit. Kind of expanding our borders. Okay, we're waiting on this technology, and I want to keep an eye on. I'm gonna keep an eye on Egypt. Increase the opinion of. That's gonna be tricky. All right, now Austro-Hungary. Influence in Albania, absolutely. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna start influencing all those small. Okay, we'll influence Bulgaria as well. That's great. What's going on here? Bulgaria wants an alliance. Yes, please. Yeah, we're gonna make a little network of spearlings. Oh, we got them all in our sphere already. Interesting. Albania is actually in Italy's sphere, but. And what is that? Are those Greek nationalists? Sweet. Okay, it's quite possible that Greece will eat up the rest of like Macedonia.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I can't remember when. Well, no. Well, don't know where the Macedonians of the current age are exactly. So I don't know. Where
we get influence in Cyprus as well. What? Yeah, I don't know when North Macedonia became a thing. Okay, we get influence in.
It's a goddamn messy over there, you
know. It is, yes. Changed a lot. Bosnia Herzegovina, yep. Montenegrin allies.
Well, I mean, if you wind the clock back, 100 years, 200 years.
Okay, we can include. Let's see, Austro-Hungary. We're going to make them cordial. Keep influencing them. What do I need here? We can also go to Albania. And we can increase our opinion of them. What's their opinion of us? Okay, and what else we got here? Bosnia. So we're getting some freebies here via events. Cordial in Bosnia, Herzegovina, and Cyprus. Cyprus is part of Europe in this? Cyprus. Interesting. Okay. Right. So that's interesting. Yeah, we've got Romania, Serbia, Montenegro, and Bulgaria in our sphere, and we're not far off from getting all these other places. So let's just keep working on the Austro-Hungarian Empire here. How are we doing here? Looks like the Germans have wasted their influence by discrediting someone else again.
Yes, we always assume that the AI would follow a consistent strategy, which is absolutely nonsense, right?
I'm a little bit worried about Egypt. Mind you, we can always take it back from the alliance after. I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to put a little bit of influence into here. Oh, they're discredited. Yeah, they're fine. Okay, we have another diplomat. Okay, now we can make some decisions here. All right, let's see here. Russify the Baltic states. Boom. So we just annexed all the Baltic states. Great.
Right.
Great. And oh, we've got closed factories in Georgia, Armenia. Okay, open all factories here. Open all and subsidize all. And how are we doing in terms of our diplomatic influence? Stop in Mazovia. Galicia we can stop as well. I want to get us to like third industrial power before I start recruiting capitalists, or possibly even we'll just keep going with craftsmen. Manage to do else. Let's see here. Population. No. Production. Looking for unemployment. Or looking for places that don't have full. One. Armenia, why not? Do I have any more focus points? That'll do for now. That'll do for now. I'm not really micromanaging the focus points at this point because... Okay. Alright. Can we not? Okay. I don't know what's... Alright. Romania. The Belgians are fucking around Romania again. That's infuriating. It's gonna be hard to hold on to this sphere of influence. Anyway, we can now research. Let's go for market structure. We're gonna kind of try and beeline through as much of these commerce texts as possible. Get more influence. I think it's the most important thing at this point.
Okay, so that's the picture right now. So just bear with me for a second.
Yep.
Okay, can you just go to the Japanese coast? I just want to look in that area.
Yeah, for sure. Give me a second. I'm just gonna do a couple things here. We are friendly with these guys. Okay. And Cyprus. Cyprus? Are they calling Cyprus part of Asia or something? Or Africa, maybe? Very curious. I don't know. Fine.
The tree that fell down in my yard this afternoon during a thunderstorm, it's got to be at least 40, 50 feet tall.
Oh, a tree came down?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
It's out in the field, it doesn't bother me.
We're almost there with Austro-Hungary. Oh wait, why are we at neutral? I thought we were at cordial. Did they decrease the opinion of us? That's not good. Okay, what's going on here? We are going to ban Montenegro can ally with us. Wait a second. Treaty of Lausanne, 1922 is when Greece finally got hold of Macedonia and Thrace up to Istanbul. Wow, okay. And then North Mass, I guess Blair Eric is letting us know this. 1923, sorry. So that's post World War I then. And I wonder when North Macedonia became a thing, because they're like a different country now, right?
That's part of the Soviet breakup or something stupid.
I don't think so, because Macedonia was not. Oh, it might be. It might be later though. You might be right. I want to ban embassy.
I think it's a piece. You know, when you look at
We're gonna have to switch over to Egypt for a second here. We're gonna lose them. Oh shit, we're gonna lose. Oh, ban embassy in Italy. Boom. Okay, perfect timing. All right, there we go. You wanted to see the East. I'm going over there now. What did you want to see in the East?
I just wanted to take a look at the Japan region and where Manchuria was.
Yeah,
the lag is annoying, but there's gonna have to be.
I could adjust the latency, but that will probably decrease people quality.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna keep going here. What do we got here? Austro-Hungary.
Okay, now, okay, right. So what is the yellow zone? North of Korea?
That's Manchuria. And then you've got Mongolia to the west of it. Manchuria is north of Korea.
I would try to keep
Okay, what we now
Manchuria.
call North Macedonia was part of Yugoslavia. Okay, so that is essentially post-World War II. Oh no, I guess more recently. The breakup of Yugoslavia in the like 90s or whatever. That's quite recent. I don't remember. Get all that straight. Okay, let's see here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So not the Soviet breakup, the next one. Yeah, okay.
Right. So part of
I'm usually not this ignorant of geography. I'm feeling like a tool.
Well, you get better at geography when you play these games, and this one is Victoria 2 is interesting.
No, they just confuse it because there's about 50 different names you can apply to any piece of the earth. Anywhere that's in the Europe-Asia area almost is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm going to ignore influence in the East for now. I'm just going to let Japan do its thing, and let's really try and fight for.
Well, I guess the only reservation I have is this: I can see letting go Korea, and that's fine. Manchuria, no, and especially not now.
Well, but we can always take it back after. Japan's going to be easy enough to beat up on. Let me just see here.
All right,
it was a really good idea to invest in railroads in Austro-Hungary. In fact, can we maybe do some more of that? Because that's going to make things a lot easier here. Was it control click to do all of them?
Yeah. We probably should have done that. Well, we can still do it in Manchuria, right?
Yep, we can. Let's do Serbia and Bulgaria and all that. Yeah, we got tons of cash here. Let's just spend it all increasing. Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. Will facilitate keeping and getting these countries in our sphere.
The balance of a good game means if you sort of stretch your head around things, you usually find that there's something you can do.
Lucario Boriqua, welcome to the stream. Okay, what's going on with the capitalists? What the hell are they doing? Building useless shit as usual. I'm going to finance the railroads that they're working on here. I'm going to subsidize them a bit. Machine parts factory, I'll subsidize that. Okay, anti-egalitarianism we invented, which reduces our war exhaustion. Okay, what's going on? Why have we got unemployment? Because is employment just growing naturally fast enough? Oh yeah, holy shit. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I want the railroad. Take a look here. We can increase with the UK. Increase with Germany. Increase with Japan. Probably Italy. No, they're okay. All right, and let's take a look at. It's getting a little sketchy for sure. Austro-Hungary, we are really almost there though. I can't believe the Germans didn't like ban.
This is really put paid to Germany, I would think, because.
Yeah, if we spear Austro-Hungary,
sounds like both France and the UK are very strong, so they'll just be balanced.
Yeah. Let's see here. Assimilation rate goes up if we do this. And infamy. Does it kill people? I don't want to kill people because population. Let's population militancy -2. Oh, this is gonna create militancy. Or else. Let's just do it. But infamy never hurt. Place in the sun, what is this gonna give us? Oh, it's just prestige. Okay, cool. Alright, market structure is done. That's gonna help with all this diplomatic influence stuff. Excellent. Let's line up another tech in that one. I'm just gonna kind of beeline through a few of these here. We have the military industrial complex tech school set up, so if we need to kind of urgently do military tech, it won't take very long, you know. So I'm gonna risk being a little bit behind on military tech. And
Everyone but the Germans, we really don't have to fear, so.
Okay, we can increase with
And we
Austria-Hungary.
were aligned. Are we still aligned with Japan?
We are going to be able to sphere Austria-Hungary. I can't believe it. I'm really.
Oh, this is very good.
Yeah. And then what I would. Oh, we've got oil. Wheat.
Well,
We just struck oil. Yeah, 1876. Pretty wicked. Anywhere else we can build railroads? I mean, we can build railroads.
Baku has been in the oil business a long time.
Who's been in the oil business?
The Baku, like the Caspian Sea.
Oh yeah. Yeah, in Azerbaijan. Yeah, that's really good. That will make us a lot of money. Okay, so Japan sphered Korea. Picked out. That's not the end of the world. I don't think it's worth fighting for, frankly. I really don't.
Korea and Manchuria have a different opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
So
they are going to kick us out of Manchuria too, but I want Austro-Hungary. I'll deal with that later.
Okay, I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Yeah.
I'm just expressing.
Right now I'm trying to do Austro-Hungary and hold on to Egypt. That's the priority.
I mean, what the hell is that going to do to the game when you steered, a previous
great power?
A great power.
It's going to make things really interesting is what it's going to do, and it's going to allow us to break them up, essentially. Okay, come on now. And then I want to sphere the rest of the Balkans. I want all the Balkans, like Albania and the Ottomans and all that. Holy shit, what's going on in Romania? Militant socialists. Not good. Egypt also has some revolt going on. They're also going to fall apart. Shit. Well, I'm not going to go intervene there. I don't want to intervene in Egypt. We'll just sphere them again after if we need to.
No, I would be afraid that either France or Britain will be driven by the game.
It's currently France and Egypt. France and Italy that are trying desperately to sphere Egypt. But again, I think we should focus on the Balkans, and we'll go back and deal with other less important spherelings after. I mean, Egypt is a good one for sure, but we can always go back there. So let's grab. There we go. Austro-Hungary is in our sphere. Okay, that's great. Now, what does that allow us to do anything? Now, what we need to do is sphere Bosnia, because I want to create Yugoslavia. That's what I want to do. And in order to do that, because we create Yugoslavia, we'll have a permanent ally to the west. And then I also want to sphere the Ottomans. Should I do the Ottomans first, probably? Shouldn't be too hard to get the Ottomans. Can I invest in them? Really? Ottomans. Okay, the Germans are. Oh, the Germans are. Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, we'll stop the Ottomans for now because we got discredited there. So let's go to Bosnia. Bosnia-Herzegovina, I mean, yeah, and sphere them. And we're going to want to do Albania, get Italy out of Albania. And have completely dominate problems. Albania. The Italians are fucking with it. Oh. Van Embassy, Italy. Oh, the Belgians. Belgians and Romania. Able to invest in speed things up here. Okay, that's another tech that will speed up this diplomatic process. And we'll go with market rate too. These also increase our cash flow, which is great. We are making a ton of cash. What's the deal with tariffs here? We can probably stop tariffing. Now put it down to 10%. We can lower taxes. Well, nah, let's not. Tax efficiency is 25%. Let's just keep it maxed out. Okay. What's going on here? Romania has rebels. Deal with these guys.
I'm just munching on a snack.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's interesting. They're a satellite of Austro-Hungary? Cavino. Don't understand. Oh, we need to sphere them, don't we? Okay. What's going on with Romania? Ban. Restoration of Egypt. Hmm. They want... What does this do? 3 allied cores on the UK. Oh my god. So Egypt is asking us to attack the UK to take back... Oh my god, the British... Ooh, shit. British have expanded all the way to Persia. Not great, not ideal. They've taken a bunch of Ottoman territory. I don't think we can help. I don't think we can help Egypt here. It gives us a Casus Belli. Do we declare war immediately? I'm gonna save. I hate to save scum this, but I just don't know what this event's gonna do, and we can't fight a war with the UK. We can take the sea.
This is a disaster. I wish I could be looking at a map because. Anyways.
I mean, it's not a disaster. It's kind of to be expected. It's not that we got distracted. I mean, I knew this was happening. It's just there's nothing we can do really. And to fight to win against the British, we're gonna have to fight them like in India. We're gonna have to like fight their navy. We're gonna like there's just no you don't win against.
There's no fighting British. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it was.
There's just nothing we can do. I mean, there's nothing we can do about them expanding in the Middle East. In that part of the Middle East, anyway.
So does this mean we can't sphere Egypt?
No, we have sphered Egypt already, although we're fighting to keep. I want to sphere the Ottomans. Okay, we're just gonna do this. And, okay, that's fine. We'll get the free influence.
I think that's what we've got to do.
We're not gonna fight. We're not gonna fight the UK. Okay, decrease opinion of. In Egypt, we can decrease the opinion of. France, get the fuck out of Egypt. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I really want to get the Balkans, all of them. So what we need to do that is. How are the Ottomans doing? Are we still? Better until 2 more months. What's going on in Romania? And the embassy of the Belgians in Romania. Okay. Invest a little bit more in Austrian railroads. They're in our sphere now, so we're getting access to all these goods. Good. Why can't I invest here? Oh, this is my okay. All right, what's going on with the capitalists? They are building all manner of things. That for now as well. Okay, we need to stop recruiting craftsmen in Kharkov and move that national focus to Moscow. We are at 510. We still have not surpassed the US, although with our sphere of influence we probably have. If Egypt has cores over there, you may try to use the increased tension focus in Levant to spark an international crisis. Interesting. They do have cores. Also, the UK is at war with they're at war in the Far East. Okay. That's an interesting idea. You cannot place national focus on someone else's unless it is a potential flashpoint for your cores. Interesting idea, Blair Eric, but doesn't look like it's possible. Okay, are we gonna have to deal with rebels? I will see. You have to let us into. Now have the run of the place. Okay, do I have? Oh, we have a diplomat en route to Romania. Goods.
So if we sphere the Ottomans, can we take it one step further and make them subject?
No. And it would be impossible to up it, I think. I'm not sure. I mean, we could. I guess they're getting pretty small. I doubt that it would be. Could be an idea. We could pop at them if we can. Idea. Although that will probably throw us into a war. They are allied, I think, with Germany, so that would be a pretty drastic. Okay, I'm gonna have to defend in Austria for a bit here. We're pretty much maxed out our Diplo tech though, so let's.
Well, it struck me that anything that reduces the number of things that you can affect diplomatically, or how long they are, like how many different combatants you constantly have to face, is probably a pretty significant balance point in the game.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, we invented the patents, so our factories cost less, and limited partnership companies. We're starting to get all the economic inventions now, which is kind of cool. More oil. Okay, let's see here. Ban the Germans in Austro-Hungary. Okay. Hilarious. Very funny. Alright, let's see if I can get anyone else in our sphere here in the Balkans. Whoa! More rebels. God. Oh, that's a lot of rebels. Romania, let me in. Okay, let's go and deal with Indian rebels as well, because that's not good. Can I please? Why can't I get... Oh, there we go. Alright, that's all good. Yeah, I don't really see fighting a war with a major power at the moment.
No. We're trying to make as many of them either love us or weaker by other means.
Let me stop this. Ban. Actually, this is looking pretty good. I really do want to see Slavia go. We need to spear this country as well, so fine. Almost there. I don't know if we need to... Like, whoa. I'm bridged too many craftsmen in that province. Okay, let's start going in order of population here. Kazan, can we fit some more in there? That army is doing rebels.
Britain is expanding further into the Ottomans, I think. Did I just see?
Yeah, Britain has gone into essentially got a big.
No, I mean Anatolia.
A little bit, yeah. Actually, shit, yeah. What's going on there? I don't understand. Crazy.
Can you just leave the map there for a second?
Yeah, for sure.
It's we got to figure out what the hell we're doing.
Well, we don't really have.
Even if we're not doing it now, I just want at least because it looks like they're swallowing the whole bloody earth.
Yeah, it's definitely looking a little bit frightening. We now have the biggest military again, though. So they've clearly been whatever they're doing, it's costing.
Oh, look at that! They split the Ottomans. Okay.
Well, the Ottomans were already split because of Egypt. This is all being taken over by, I guess, Tripoli's becoming a thing again, like back to EU4 days. Yeah. Historically, of course, the Italians win into. Okay, all right. So let's see here. I really am gonna try and nail the Balkans, because even though we're kind of letting some other stuff slide as we do this. Okay, that's Bosnia Herzegovina. We can spear. Okay, and I think that's it. Great Yugoslavia. Bingo. Boom. There we go. So this big blue country here is Yugoslavia. We didn't need to get Albania, which is great. Oh, Greece has taken. Oh no, wait, the Yugoslavia goes all the way down to the Greek border. Okay, interesting. So this is what the new Europe looks like. And this stupid Bukovina satellite state is thing. But we just created Yugoslavia. So that's done now in the Balkans, and that's great. That's we have a sphere over everything except Albania, which Italy, I don't really care to. Trying to sphere Albania. Let's go back to sphering the Ottoman Empire though, because that will prevent the British from expanding. If we sphere them, then the British are just going to have to. I also want to take a look here. I'm going to take a break in a second here, but I want to take a look. What other decisions we can do here? Incorporate Albania into Yugoslavia. Oh, well, never mind then. Maybe we will sphere them. Albania is a puppet of the Russian Empire, or is in the sphere of influence. Okay, well, we are going to sphere them then. We can incorporate Albania into Yugoslavia. Wicked. I like that idea. Creating a bigger buffer, basically. All right, and then these economic reforms we get by market, determined exchange rates. I think we get market determined exchange rates and we're good. Let me just take a look at our tech. Where is that? Probably in banking, isn't it? Oh. Scheming everywhere, exactly. Exactly. Modern central bank. Oh, what the hell? Where is market determined inflation? I don't know.
I'm back. I haven't eaten today. I've been listening and paying attention and thinking.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the Ottomans are kind of important because
I've never seen the
otherwise
Ottomans.
the bloody British are going to be right up against your borders.
Yeah. Oh, there's also like the Ottomans still have like a bit over here and stuff. God, what a mess. Oh man.
Well, nothing but Anatolia is important. And
this makes me wonder. Like,
all I'm going to say in the back of my mind is, despite our best attempts to avoid Britain, now in the back of my mind is someday we're going to be China because this is ridiculous. We can't get.
Yeah. Well, here's a new. I think this kind of gives us a new outlook on what's going on in the world here. We've just kind of sealed up the Balkans more or less by creating Yugoslavia, and there are opportunities later to kind of expand that. Like that, we've kind of sealed everything up. So we've got Germany neighboring us to the north, and we've got. It's the last tech and monetary system. Oh, it's the tech. It's not an invention. Thank you. Let me just look at that. Oh, of course. Monetary system. Yeah, well, we're not getting that. Fuck that. Not for a long time. Okay. But if we're looking at the map geopolitically now, like Germany, we've got on the west, as well as Italy, if you're including like Austro-Hungary and all that in our sphere. These Balkan countries are very big and have armies and everything. So our whole western area here is kind of in good shape. Next up, we've got in the east, China, which is still a bunch of satellite states, and Japan, which is weak, frankly. I think we should fight the British.
At what point do you at least put a big army over there so that Japan doesn't get completely ridiculous?
When it seems more threatening. I think that it's interesting. If you look at this, I'm holding it on this map mode here. This sphere of influence map mode. We've got Persia as a puppet. We've got Romania, Bulgaria, Greece, Yugoslavia, Austro-Hungary. You know, and then we've got the Ottoman Empire here. If we manage to spear the Ottoman Empire, then all of the territories surrounding this British Near East is part of our sphere. And now Afghanistan is part of Britain's sphere, which is so starting to think that the only way forward here is to do what we need to do to fight the British. And we it's interesting here because on the one hand, the British, I mean, we just can't touch them. We cannot touch them anywhere on the sea. Can't. But we could invade India. We can invade the British Near East. You know, we can actually take, if we were to just really get a huge army, like max out our army, we could like just take a huge chunk. We could siege down a bunch of India and then demand the British Near East and take it from them. Like, or you know, even we could even get them to, you know, return to Egypt, for example.
So right now they've got possessions in North America, South America.
They can actually attack us. That's not a bad point. They can attack us in Alaska, and that's annoying. They will also typically the British will also do things like land troops in Vladivostok. That's going to be annoying. There's nothing we can do about that. We're going to have to probably just ignore that and focus all of our armies in India.
I would have thought that by the time you're ready to do this, because we're not ready to do this, right?
Well, I don't think we're that far off. We have the military-industrial
I would be getting the Ottoman Turks in the sphere first.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this subject thing, you know, what are the conditions necessary to make somebody a subject? Or
fight a war with them,
anybody we should be.
Fight a war with them and take a bunch of infamy. Fight a war that will probably involve other great powers. That's you can't.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to refresh myself on the mechanism. That's all I wanted to.
No, for sure. Okay, all right. Let's see here. I'm just going to clean up our sphere because we do need to deal with Egypt. And what else is going on here? Romania is looking okay for now. Yeah, we have to clean up our sphere here. And yeah, and then we're going to start. Oh, you know what? We got a sphere. Maybe I'll put some into Egypt and then we'll switch the elements. Actually, no. We're going to go back and forth.
We'd absolutely have to have max army. So you got to figure out how far away is that. And we better make sure we know what technology they're on so that we're not.
Yeah, we can do that now. How many techs do they have? Their army tech is usually not that great. The British, they're not usually like the world leader.
We're up a machine gun, so we're doing okay.
Yep. Well, we haven't actually invented the machine gun yet, but we've got the tech for it. Let's see here. UK. How do I get this again? It's here. They have 218 brigades. They do have more brigades than us, and they have 14 army techs. How many army techs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're not that far behind. We could catch up. I'm gonna get market regulations, and then I think we should just do all army techs. We are a little bit behind in terms of industry. We are, but that's just going to be the case. I would, at this point, I think we're just going to go for...
Just as long as there's not a crossover between industry and military.
I mean, there to a certain degree there are, in the sense that it allows you to create military goods in a more efficient way. I am going to go for the army leadership that gives us more morale, military tactics, and I'm going to go for state-of-the-art artillery. Do I care about... I don't care about the fort techs, so we can just not bother with those. So that's only 1, 2, 3 techs that I would do. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 techs that I would do before I would fight the British. When do these techs unlock? 1900. 1900. That's great. So this is actually good timing because there are certain techs that no one can get. I don't really care about the defensive technologies. I want to get super good artillery, and I want to get the army risk management tech here. And the rest I don't really care. Yeah, the rest I don't really care about. They're going to mobilize if we declare war on them. And we're not going to do this quite yet. They're going to mobilize if we declare war on them. I wonder if we can get the French to join. That would be really helpful, because the French have a navy. So it's possible. It's possible. I think we fight a war with the British. We defeat them on the land by just mobilizing a gigantic army and invading India. We're gonna have to invade India through Afghanistan. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be fucking ugly. And we're going to kill a bunch of them and force them to give territory back to Egypt, essentially, or possibly even do something like, I don't know, release Iraq or something as an independent state. Like we'll break up their Middle Eastern possessions. Who knows? We've got how much infamy? We got a fair amount of infamy to spare.
Well,
like, because we are not going to be able.
It's the order. It's the order.
Sorry.
It's the order of things. I think I would be tempted to hit the Middle East first and just get them out of there. That consolidates.
That's just not how war score works in this game. We have to fight. We have to defeat their armies, right? And their armies are going to be in India. I just we need to attack them. Yeah. It's just a matter of war score.
So my next point is, you really got to think through where are they going to come at me.
Everywhere. They're gonna land troops in. Like, they're going to land troops in St. Petersburg. They're going to land troops in Vladivostok. They're going to invade Alaska. They're going to be attacking our allies in Egypt, and like they're just going to be all over the place. And so we need to concentrate our forces all in one place and get a bunch of war score quickly, as well as siege down, our goals in the Near East. Be like,
okay, so what's the easiest direction to attack India from?
Well, that's an interesting question. Do we have Persia? Probably. I would say we move an army through. Yeah, if you look at the terrain map mode here, let's actually. You know what? There is. I'm going to take a break in a second, but where's the? There we go.
And when you do, just leave up like the terrain map or something like that, so I actually can.
Yeah. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, Destroy the British Empire Part 1. That's what this plan is called. Okay, and what we're going to do is, I think what we do is we move... Ooh, that's a weird color. Give me a good color here. What color is Russia? Russia's green. So is the terrain map. We're going with... No, red is the British.
What... I guess the third question is part of this discussion. At least to throw out there, not necessarily answered, is what at the end of the day you really want to keep? I certainly want to keep the Middle East.
Sorry, what was that? You're breaking up a bit there. What'd you say?
I said the third question, not necessarily to be answered right away, is what do you want to keep? And my first answer would be the Middle East. What's the outcome you want to keep?
Yeah, I would. Honestly, I don't think we want to. We don't want to take any territory from them. What we want to do is we want to feed territory to something that's in our sphere, like Egypt. I think we want to reinforce the countries that we already have there. Okay, we're going to use purple arrows here, and also I need a bigger arrow. That arrow's not big enough. I haven't used them. Okay, so I'm imagining, like, if you're looking at the terrain map mode, I think if we actually move through Persia, destroy the British Empire. Are you trying to offend me, Rob? Yeah, something like that, Player Eric, something like that. Yeah, I think that's the route that we take to attack India. And I think that we defend along. What's the? It could be worth it to build some forts here. We should do that right now. That's the route we take there. The battle plan there.
Yeah, let's. I mean, we have just recognized where this game is, for all intents and purposes, taking us. So, let's take our time here, because this is not going to happen overnight. This is going to be a few years away.
Do we have? Okay, wait a second. We also Persia is our. Oh, this is contingent on us getting the Ottomans in our sphere, which I think we can do. The other thing I would do is I would invade.
Well, the thing is by having the Ottomans in our sphere and with Egypt in our sphere, then we are in a position to feed somebody the British possessions, in the Middle East. And that could be a later determination.
Well, Afghanistan's in their sphere, so we're gonna have to actually deal with the Afghani army. Now what we should do actually is, I'm making an elaborate battle plan here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move into the mountains in Afghanistan and take up position there and just kind of hold them. That's possible. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it, and just make a line. this, that. And then just hold a defensive line there while we move around here. And yeah, I think one smart thing to do. Where can I fortify that will help? Probably the coastal areas. I can also expect the British to attack in Crimea. But there's not much we can do about that. We really just need to go on the offensive. Hope that we win big battles.
We also want to think about who we're allied with at the point of declaring. So
yeah, I mean, we need France. We can't do it without France. But France and Russia at this point, I feel like France and Russia can take down, can do a huge amount of damage to the British. France is in a uniquely good position to fight the British because Britain usually fails at invading France. The AI will just spaz out and put a bunch of troops in France. And that would also mean that if we get France in the war, that would mean that a bunch of British divisions are going to be tied down fighting the French in various places. And that will allow us to. I think.
Where is France in the colony world? Are they in North America? Are these going to be a fight there?
It looks like I mean, they've got all of Algeria. Let's take a look at the top that for now. Active. Yeah, it is the best place for us to attack them is Middle East and India. Now France.
France allows us to go either direction. It's only a matter of you can't just put absolutely unless. Okay, if you put absolutely everything there, then bad things are going to happen.
No, because if
how quickly can you move through that route?
Here's how the AI.
All the railroads and
it's gonna. Yeah, we have everything. We pretty much. I mean, I'll make sure to build up a few railroads here and stuff. But the problem is if we say leave, I don't know, 60,000 troops here, then the British will just land 100,000 and stack wipe them. Like, you can't defend. Like, you have to just go on the offensive and attack. Like, it's too big a country. We have to attack and gain war score quickly, and siege down parts of the empire. You know, it's going to be a bonkers war. I mean, this is a plan of attack. This is where I would attack first. But invading India is definitely dangerous. But I think we can do it. Oh, there'll be a lot of armies here. Yeah, they've got all their fucking vassal armies too.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, British India, like Jodhpur and Hyderabad, and all of the little princes.
Oh yeah, no, that's probably where we have to be. I agree with you. I'm not convinced that if we build up the troops the way we should, that we can't actually have at least one big stack in Europe that can survive and defend.
Yeah, I just find that the AI tends to just, they tend to move things very quickly and just ship troops around. So we'll have to play it by ear. But okay. I would plan for the initial offensive here, and I will keep some troops elsewhere. But we're gonna have to watch them like a hawk, because if let's say I've got 60,000 troops in Siberia and the British land 100,000, those troops just have to run away. Like, they can't fight. It's like little isolated armies is and mind you, we'll mobilize, so we can mobilize some peasants, and we're gonna mobilize, and really Britain has.
So we get nothing from possessing territory. Absolutely nothing.
Well, we get war score from territory, but not.
Okay, it's
not
something
as much
like
battles.
If it turns out that the British don't land any troops or have any troops in Palestine, it's can you tell each other?
Well, the Palestine will be the war goal probably. So yeah, we will probably want to do that at the same time. How's our army tech?
Egypt, siege out Palestine. Or whatever.
How's our army tech compared to Britain's? I think Britain has 14 army techs and we have 11. So I'm going to research. I'm going to get us up almost equal to them. So I'm going to get this one, and this one. Iron breech loaded artillery, steel breech loaded artillery, and army risk management. I don't care about the military science ones. That just negligible. And I don't care about army doctrine, which is the defensive techs. The defensive techs become important in the World War I era, but not until 1900. Before 1900, the defensive tech we're still not really in the trench warfare era. So we're going to go with a kind of maneuver type, where we try and quickly attack them. I think that's going to be what's going to be successful here. All right. On that note, though, I'm gonna drop a quick save here. So, and I'm going to take a quick break. So I'll be back in about maybe 5 minutes. If that's the best. Okay. Hang tight. Okay, I've just unmuted you, Dad, and I'm going to fix the relays and shit. God, hang tight.
Yeah, no problem.
The screen's gonna flicker black a bunch. It does.
Funny, we arrived at the same conclusion at the same time. No matter what, we had to go after that.
Well, that's it. I mean,
And that was pretty funny though. We both sort of came to that.
so this is kind of a long.
Crystallizing.
I've made us our little war plan here, which I'll just leave on the display. That's our sort of war plan red or whatever you want to call it. Wait a second, have I?
Yeah, no, the key is the checklist before.
Yeah, the
Build
checklist
up the
before.
army,
It's the
Get the
military.
military checks.
Yeah. Okay.
Spear the Ottomans.
Just gotta fix my second one.
And it certainly won't hurt if we ally them on.
No, it won't hurt. And if we spear them, we can ally them. So we'll make sure that everyone in our sphere is allied with us. Are we sure Britain doesn't have gas yet? No, I don't think they get gas until 1900. But good points. What do they get that from? Is it? Okay, you get deep defense system, barbed wire defense, trench systems, elastic defense. So they could potentially, trench warfare us. But I don't think that's actually... and where does gas come from there, Eric? If you remember what tech gives that. Because I think what we want to do is we want to start this war before 1900.
Are we on now? Okay, we are.
Yeah, we're on. Yeah,
okay.
we're on.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think they do. I don't think they have the gas technology. But I'm just trying to think where they would get it from. I should look at these. Look a little closer at these. Military logistics. These do. They're just orbital. I think it comes from...
Are you talking gas as in gasoline?
No,
Poison gas?
poison gas.
Oh, okay.
Which happens... I just don't remember what tech it comes from.
Well, it's going to
I
be
believe
chemistry.
in order to use gas warfare, you need both organic chemistry and deep defense systems. Okay, let's take a look at that. Deep defense systems and organic chemistry is down here. I don't see a military invention. We should be going for organic chemistry at some point anyway. These ones increase our supply limit, which is definitely good. So 1880 onwards. But I'm not seeing the gas attack. Flexible counterattacks, elastic defense system, trench system, barbed wire defense, camouflage, low echelon fire support, stormtrooper training, tank experiments, tank exploits. That's all 1900 techs. I'm just not seeing where the tech is. I could search those. Can't. But organic chemistry... It might be different in the mod. Yeah. I'm not seeing it at all, which is a little bit... It might be later. Yeah, I mean, it should be a bit later, right? I mean, like, I think it's sort of a 1900 tech. Let's just take a... I am going to look a little bit...
I don't think it's been used anywhere except it was used for the first time, I think, in World War I or maybe one other time.
World War I, yeah, I think it is World War I. Okay, let's deal with Egypt, because I think Egypt is a pretty important part of this scheme. So, again, I want to consolidate our sphere. I want to get the Ottoman Empire in it. That's the first... All... God, I wish I could automate this. Maybe I'll just urge capitalist or something. Christ, we have socialists. Okay,
all these fucking plans and fucking reality of politics comes into this.
Oh my god, there's a lot of socialists. We want to become socialist. I'm just gonna let...
factories. Sell the factories.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Craftsmen do become... did invent revolution, counter-revolution. Encourages socialism, unfortunately. Well, I'm just going to automate all these armies and get them to rebels, because... bothered. And where's the Siberian army? Hostile occupation.
Now, how long is it going to take you to physically build these armies?
Not very long. Building the armies doesn't take very long. It's now I'm wondering if we should fortify some stuff. I should build some forts. So let's fortify the entire coast, because that will slow down any
Well, you know, the other thing too is if we've got alliances throughout Yugoslavia and crap like that, you know, if Britain lands up to the north, those troops would get involved.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we'll have some kind of...
Who is Germany allied with?
Italy. They shouldn't get involved. Who's Britain allied with? Everyone. Not everyone. Mostly India. They are allied with Denmark, Netherlands, Portugal. That's all to be expected. And Canada. Haha, we can fight Canada.
Alright.
Yep. Well, we probably will in Alaska. I mean, we won't send any troops to Alaska. They can have it. I mean, they can invade it. Okay.
Yeah.
They might be allied with Belgium. Oh. Do they have a great power ally? That's what I need to know. They're not allied with, like, the US. Good. I don't think they have a great power ally. So they're actually as weak as they're ever going to be.
Yeah, that's why I asked the question, because that's important.
I don't see a great power ally. I just see lots of overseas territories and puppets and shit. Okay, let's I'm gonna just let those rebellions get crushed. How are we doing in the Ottoman Empire? I'm gonna pay oil, more oil. Oh, we are in a position to build a navy in terms of oil, if we decide to do. Oh, okay, now they've got a truce. We should be increasing relations with well. Up. Are hostile with them. The German Empire should not be able to unify because that's Lucario's asking. They have to take Alsace-Lorraine to unify. That's one of the ingredients in the game. Yeah. So they're the North German Federation for now. The Ottomans. Interesting, the Ottomans were sort of our arch enemy before this, but now they're going to essentially protect them. Bessarabia, I don't know, I can, they can have conflict. Okay, increase opinion. The Germans up to their opposed. Really stupid with the craftsmen here. Problem.
This game's a bit different because you tend to stay in dialogue boxes.
You tend to what?
Stay in dialogue boxes.
Yeah, you kind of have to. It's the interface is not EU4. I think as much there's things I don't like about EU4, but overall, I would say it is probably the best interface that Paradox has made so far. First.
Well, and the thing is you're looking at the map. I like their style of map better. This one I do not find. I mean, the terrain one is very educational, but beyond that, I find the way they've colorized
the terrain map's actually one of the best ones they've made. This one, so it's
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky for sure.
And it's very obvious where the roots are too. You know.
They also need they've speared Bavaria. The North German Federation has speared Bavaria, so. Keep in mind, we'll also have Austro-Hungary on our side, and that's non-negligible. Okay, unless they become a great
Once
power.
they're allied.
Oh, are they allied with us? Wait a second. We gotta. Oh shit. Okay, we also have to check and make sure that they don't rebel against our sphere. God, so many things. Okay, Bulgaria's fine. Egypt's fine. Finland's fine. Greece. I'm just gonna go through our entire sphere and make sure that no one's gonna rebel against us. Sweden. Or Brazil. And we should also make sure that we ally with all of our sphere. Slavia. The ones we need to be careful of are Austro-Hungary and the Ottomans. This. Egypt. Not Egypt. Oh Christ, Egypt. Reactionaries. I don't know if we can hold. I don't know if we can hold Egypt in our sphere. To be honest, we'll see.
I mean.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah.
I got transports. Yeah, I've got transports. Okay, let's take you off of. We'll deal with Egypt.
Okay.
Gonna have to. Got a big revolt going on. Formed some kind of horrible dictatorship that we're not gonna be able to control. Yep. Okay, load into that transport. They're gonna actually use our navy for once. Oh, I think they're handling it. You know what? Fuck it. They're okay. I should keep an army there in case we intervene there. Ottoman Empire 35. Listless and unemployed. Moscow, all poor strata. Gain 7 militancy. That's really bad. Support lowest substances. Gain consciousness. 30% more in favor. We're gonna have to go for that. Okay. We really the way forward here. They also need Bavaria. Okay. We're gonna have going forward here. We're going to have to kind of appease the huddled masses. The only way we're going to survive without some kind of revolution. How it is.
Yes, our political realm is probably the biggest unknown that could unravel.
Yeah. What are the politics of the population right now? But evenly split between liberal and conservative. Conservative has got a slight edge. That's good. We want to keep them conservative, if all possible for the time being. At some point we'll go liberal, but tricky for sure. Interesting. That's good. So I think they're all competing in Egypt. So they're all competing with each other and they're all discrediting each other, which prevents getting a foot on it for now. All right. Ottoman Empire. We're going to go to opinion. Neutral with them. Let's take a look at Austria. Increase relations with them. That's fine. Okay, that Ottomans. Good idea going for that tax. Otherwise, we're not. Oh, we've been discredited here? Yeah, Belgium discredited us. Ooh, the Grand Duchy of Finland.
What's going on?
Oh, fuck. Sorry about this event. How is this ridiculous socialist uprising going? If there's one or two more, they've mostly put down the revolts. That's good. Okay. Our subjects in Finland have become restless and resistant. Resistance against attempts of Russification have been growing. Many within the Russian government believe that the restoration of the Diet of Finland and limited self-government for their nation is the only answer. This, however, is seen as recognition as Finland as a country and will block any future attempts to try to Russify Finland through that. This is unnecessary. Finland gains a bunch of militancy. What is this? We can reopen the Diet of Finland. We're not going to do that. And we can say never. I think we're going to go with never. I don't know. Hard to understand. But we're just going to go with the imperialist option. Okay, Egypt, are you able to defend yourself against your rebels? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh. Looking kind of rough, actually. All the way down south. Yeah, we're going to have to send an army to... Oops. No. Go here. Funding the Navy, but we carry some troops over to Egypt to deal with that revolt. Holy state disturbed. Consciousness at this point. Okay, let's go all the way down. Jesus Christ, it's like a war with Ethiopia. Yugoslavia wants to ally us, of course. You have the largest army.
What do you use to draw those arrows?
The battle planner. I don't think it exists in diplomatic influence. Okay, that's great. Awesome. Okay, we're going to be able to afford our artillery at least, because that helps with money as well. Let's go to the army techs now. Let's go for army risk management. Christian down here in Egypt, but that's so be it.
How far are we from sphere of influence for the army?
Oh, fuck. I forgot.
Jesus Christ, that's the last thing I want to hear.
No. We got discredited there. We're actually not that far off. Even though we've been discredited, we seem to be able to power through it here. Okay, can I build railroads there? No, I can't. That's in their railroads. Sucks. Oh, they won't automatically rebel attack. Rather costly. Okay. Go. Inflation. Fine. To the trademark. All right, we can go to friendly with the Ottomans. Don't really have any competition. Great. Okay, we put down an Egyptian reactionary revolt. Let's get the army out of Egypt.
This is earning us brownie points, I hope.
Not really. It's preventing Egypt from leaving our sphere. Okay, we can build some more armies. You go there. Let's get an army being built here. Oh yeah, thoughts.
Yeah, the lag's unreal.
Well, it is something I can play around with, but it's a bit exacerbated for you because you're hearing my voice live.
Yeah, I know. I've been puzzling over how can I hear.
Yeah, you can hear my voice.
Hear
live.
you on the other one, but of course can't.
Yeah, you're getting it through Discord. You're getting my voice directly through Discord. Whereas, like everyone else, when I talk about something on the map, they're seeing what I show them on the map. Okay, so we just got Secret Police, which is an excellent technology. It's going to reduce the nationalist rebels in particular, as well as communist. Oh yeah, yeah.
Nail them all. Commies, libertarians.
Oh, exactly.
Name it. Just nail them.
Exactly. That's the idea.
We want everybody to be as bland, as unsalted butter.
Yeah, we want them all just going to church on Sunday. That's what we want. Okay. All right. So that's literally what we want is the Russians. We want them all, good Orthodox. Okay, Egypt's becoming a problem. Oh, there's a big thunderstorm going on here. Okay, we are going to add the Ottoman Empire to our sphere, which means I can go defend Egypt now. All right, so the Ottomans are in our sphere. That was like task number 1.
Okay.
Now, we also want to make sure that the rest of the Balkan world stays in our sphere, so that's like Romania and stuff like that. Can I invest anything in Egypt? Not. So that's what our sphere looks like now. There's a few little countries here I'd like to sphere as well. I'd like to get rid of all these little patches of things that are not in our sphere. But yeah.
Now, what alliances have we not struck that we need to? Any?
We actually have the CB to declare war on Britain. Interesting for Egypt. That might be worth doing. And Transjordan back to Egypt. Okay. Out of curiosity, would France join? They would. We might want to speed this process up. Because that's a place to be.
Beauty, but I mean, let's have the army up there. Where are we relative to our tech objective?
We're still a few techs behind, but they research quite quickly. Like we would probably start fighting the war and be researching techs as we're fighting it. But I would say we're not in that bad shape. Also, they have 14 techs, but I suspect that they've researched some of the less useful ones, like the expensive ones, and like we're probably actually in pretty good shape.
So what's our army max and where are we relative?
We've got we can build another 50 or so brigades. It's not really that important though because we're going to mobilize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving all these corps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 5th corps? 5th corps? Oh, it's in Egypt. Let's get the 5th corps at Egypt. I just don't know when that CB expires. Where can I see where my CBs expire? I don't remember. Let me see here. Diplomacy, war justifications, show wars. Casus Belli expires in. Oh, we have until 1883 for this Casus Belli. Let's declare war by 1880.
I'm on with that. We're what, about 1879 right now. Okay, yeah. So now at least we've got a definite, target.
Hang tight. Let's get an alliance. Let's make sure we've got an alliance with all of our sphere. It's possible that the Ottomans won't ally us, but we might be able to. Okay, form alliance with them. They will not. Okay, Austro-Hungarians will not accept an alliance because they have. We own some of their cores. That's normal. Egypt, Finland, Greece, Mongolia. Wait, does Finland hate us? No. Okay. Mongolia, for some reason, won't form an alliance. Oh, because they're satellite of China, but they are in our sphere. Persia, be our ally. Sweden is an ally.
Yeah, the fact that we've got Sweden and Finland as allies up there.
It's useful.
That's gotta help defend.
They're also very modern countries, like they have modern armies.
Okay, that's even better.
Yeah, okay, let's take a look here. Come on, form alliance. Oh, the Ottomans will accept. Okay. Form an alliance with the Ottomans, that's great.
Oh man, that's perfect.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty damn weak at this point, but okay, so we've allied everyone in our sphere except for Austria-Hungary who refuses. Let's make sure we have military access everywhere we want. Military access in Finland. I don't know whether we actually need military access in some of these, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So we're out of diplomat. And then I'm just gonna monitor our sphere. Egypt, we're gonna ban. Italy. Okay. Oh, also. Oh, our opinion of the UK is 42. Okay, that's good. So we are able to declare war without insulting them. The Ottoman Empire is having revolts. Ooh, they've got about 3 stacks there. Interesting. Okay. So.
When you say 3 stacks, okay, so are you getting visibility to something?
Yeah, well, I can now see the Ottomans' army because they're in our sphere. So they've actually got about 100,000. Okay. They've got about 100,000 troops, which is not so bad.
They always had a big, good army, historically. But...
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Now we can also, now that we have the Ottomans in our sphere, it's also possible for us to. I mean, maybe we attack. I'm gonna go back to our battle plan here. And I think maybe we also attack through the Ottoman Empire. I think we are going to do the Near East first, siege it all down, and then I think we'll move across Persia. Because those are going to be our war goals.
Just depends what the fears are to India and how.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. I've noticed
the only problem between the two places is there's that huge mountain range. Like, how much is that going to slow you back and forth between the two?
We're just gonna take attrition crossing it, and it's gonna slow us down for sure. But I don't really think I can position some of our army. Okay, so I'm building a 12th corps right now. No, I've got 12 corps. 1, 2. Got the Central Asian Army, which is these 2 corps here. One's kind of scamp and wimpy, but that's okay. Where are you going? Siberian Army is gonna deal. Guys, sent this. I actually named the armies last string. Really smart. Let's these guys. Let's change where they're headed. I've got 12 corps that are kind of our Western Army, and I was thinking of putting 4 of those in Turkey, in Anatolia. 4 of them in essentially Western Persia. To move up into there, and then 4 along with the Central Asian Army. I'll keep fight the British because the British are going to invade massively. When the British mobilize, they mobilize in India as well. And I think it takes a little bit longer, but they are able to mobilize hundreds of thousands of Indian irregular troops. So it's they can really raise a huge army in it. Slightly unrealistic, but we do have about 60,000 troops in Siberia. I will probably withdraw them if things get ugly over there. But yeah, let's start position.
Troops need to be upgraded.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Everything's pretty much in good shape. I'm gonna do off rebel suppression. All right, and I'm gonna really use these numbered cores because otherwise I'm gonna go absolutely insane. Oh, I've got an occupation in Vladivostok. The socialists are still in Vladivostok. That's okay. All right, so let's move. Oh wow, we can't really support any troops down here, can we? Let's move 4 cores down into Bulgaria. I need military access in Bulgaria. You've gone silent again. I'm not sure if you are.
I'm a little far away.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay. Whoa, holy shit. That's not good. Holy shit. Okay, what is this? Okay, Austria is going to become a socialist country and we're going to lose it out of our sphere. It's the end of the world, to be honest. There's no way I'm putting down Austria's revolt here. We don't need. Now, it is always good to have Austria in our sphere, but we don't need Austria in our sphere.
I don't know. Are you rationalizing what is it going to take to put down the revolt? And why the hell have they gone socialist?
Because when countries basically, here's how I would put it in this game: when countries suffer, when they lose wars, when they when their economy is damaged, when their empire falls apart, they have revolts. They fall apart and they become communist. It's sort of like not communist, but like no, they're just you have revolts in countries that are just unstable. I mean, France is having socialist revolts too. So yeah. Anyhow, I am not putting down a revolt in Austria. Like, I don't know if you're seeing this map here. There are.
Oh, I am. There's a lot of units.
Yeah, and I'm not interested in
well,
helping.
They weren't an ally, and certainly, probably, no one else is going to spear them.
Well, someone else can spear them maybe, but I mean, as long as it's not Germany, but we'll prevent Germany from spearing them for sure. But what my point is mainly that our main purpose in spearing Austria was establishing a sort of establishing Yugoslavia. We took territory from them and gave it to Yugoslavia. So I am not going to go out of my way to prevent them from having some kind of revolt. They can put it down by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just taking. I'm starting to position our armies. God damn it! Don't leave the automated thing. Go. We still have those guards from the beginning of the game. That's hilarious. Okay.
So are we gonna have a supply problem when we?
No. Well, there's no supply in this game. It's just it's what I mean supply. Yeah, there's supply limit, but it's yeah. We're gonna have a. I'm putting the troops in Bulgaria. That's about as close as I can get, because we don't have. Oh wait a second. No. Okay. So we can actually position them straight in the Ottoman Empire. Good.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll move them down to Bulgaria for now. These guys are gonna go. Actually, use the Navy to do some of this. These guys are gonna go in to the Western Ottoman Empire. Ottomans, I need you to give me access, please. Thank you. Navy here. Where can I?
Yeah, that's the way to bring them. Drop them.
They take attrition when we
Bring them across the ocean. Okay, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna keep this. We may end up puppeting Afghanistan after all this. That would be another step at this point. If we are going to attack the British, then I'm going to stop taking siege hits. What have we got here? How many troops? All right, I actually want these guys positioned. Armies. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. Okay. This one. What's up for temporary rebuilt? Now found out you play my favorite game. Charlotte, welcome to the stream. I would like to do. I'm gonna probably turn the Tamriel Rebuilt series, which I haven't worked on in ages. I was playing Morrowind the other day, and I will stream Morrowind live. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to make episodes like I used to because it doesn't fit into my schedule anymore. And to be honest, they don't get viewed a lot that way. But I'm finding that live streams for gameplay is the best way to do it. And yeah, you should join our Discord server. I'm going to post you a link right now. Anyone else who happens to be watching for the first time and is not a member of the Discord server, sorry, I just alt-tabbed out of the game for a second here, but I'm going to put an invite link. For some reason, my Nightbot is not working with YouTube Live right now, and I haven't had time to fix it. So that's that. But there's a Discord link for y'all in the Discord server. And yeah, I don't even have a Morrowind channel on there yet, but I will. I wanna do some Morrowind at some point soon. So yeah, nice to see you on the stream, and I'm glad you enjoy the Tamriel Rebuilt game. Okay, all right. Where's the 5th Corps? It's down in Egypt. That one's actually gonna go. I think that one's gonna go straight to the Afghani border. They take a lot of attrition when I move them by navy, so I gotta be a little bit cautious. But I might be able to that way. Black Sea.
Do we have the notion of manpower pool in this game?
Yeah, well, yes, we do. The manpower pool is just our. Remember, it's pops, right? It's our soldier pops is our manpower, right? So when we fight wars, our soldier pops die, basically. If we mobilize our peasants, then our peasants die. So yeah. All right, let's take the 8th Corps. Austria, I think Austria might actually be able to put down their own rebellion, so I really don't want to be expending soldier pops to do that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't be silly.
Exactly. So I guess we'll do. I'm gonna actually organize these into more or less armies at this point. 4 corps to an army kind of. What's the date? Yeah, we've got a few years to get all done. Okay, what's going on with our sphere? Romania needs to be defended against the Belgians, of course. What's going on in Egypt? Well, the Belgium's a great power now that there's no now that the other great powers are fucked up. Charlotte, when you said found out you play my favorite game, are you referring to Victoria 2 or another game? Victoria 2 is wicked. It is certainly one of my favorites. It has its quirks. As I was talking with my dad before the stream, and he was saying that he has a hard time imagining himself getting into it, and I have an easy time imagining how people would have a hard time imagining themselves getting into this game. Okay, damn it, anarchists. Alright, what do we got here? Load the 8th Corps up and ship them across the Black Sea. You guys get moving. Corps 6 through. Okay, I'm gonna actually I didn't realize for a long time that there was the battle plan actually came from Hearts of Iron 3. Didn't realize that it was in this game until quite some time. I never noticed it. But I think, can I actually increase the size of this? Yeah. Okay, let's number these armies so that I don't go in. I wish there was an order of battle in this game, but there isn't. Okay, first army moves through Anatolia and invades the British Near East. From there, second army attacks from the British Near East from Persia. Okay, third army is stationed along the stationed in Central Asia. And then we'll number all these cores so that we don't go insane. That makes sense. And I'm thinking that in a kind of second phase of this, we'll leave a garrison in the British Near East, and then we'll take the rest and cross through. Like maybe first army will stay and guard this, and second army will go and join third army in the invasion of India.
Talking about wars, you're getting way ahead of yourself.
No, I'm doing. It's just part of the process of like positioning my troops here. First army is going to be cores 1, 2, 3, and 4. Everything's numbered. It's going to be risky. Sure. Oh wait, what's the? We're not going to any provinces with the supply limits too. Oh, that's fine. Okay, and cores 5, 6, 7, and 8 will be... Oh, they're in the ship. Okay. 5, 6, 7, and 8 are going to be second army. Yugoslavia wants to ally us again. Fun. Okay. The 9th Corps is going... The army is moving down to... Where did we say? Persia. Okay. 5...
Certainly takes a while to get things there.
Yeah, well, the clock isn't running right now. I'm just actually looking for my... 5, 7, and 8 are here. Okay, they're going to this little area here. Supply limits. Yeah, they're going to be basically down here. Across the mountains. Take a little bit of attrition on the way there. Where's the 6th Corps? Oh, okay. And you can go to there. Right. And then 9, 10, and the 2 Central Asian armies are going to be here in Afghanistan. 1, 2. We're going to need more than that, but 9, you're going to go here. 10, you're going to go here for now. And we're building more armies. They're going to go join 3rd Army. More corps, I guess we can call them. We found a mummy.
What map mode is this? All this red and green.
What red and green? Oh, that was supply limit.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to make sure we don't take unnecessary attrition. We are taking some just getting our troops into position, but that's also something we can work on. But okay, let's get the artillery. We'll have iron breech-loaded artillery by 1880. We might even be able to get the military techs we want. We'll have the Casus Belli. This is the first time I've seen anyone use the map drawing tools in this game. I use them extensively in Hearts of Iron 3, which is also one of my favorite Paradox games. I've been working on a... Actually, it's funny, I kind of coincidentally decided to start a Soviet playthrough in Hearts of Iron 3, which is my favorite World War II game from Paradox anyway. Okay, what do we got here? Rebels in the Ottoman Empire, rebels in Yugoslavia. What's going on in Yugoslavia? Yugoslavia is fine. And what's the other one? Austria-Hungary seems to have put down their socialist rebels. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. So this dotted line here is phase 2. Probably going to want to destroy the Afghani army. We might have to be defensive here until I think until we've wrapped up the British Near East. I think until we've sieged this down, we have to just stay defensive, kind of hide in the mountains, in Central Asia, and then once we've moved at least,
you're not going to know where the name. Well, that's not even accurate. You have to wait. You have to wait to make that determination based on
for sure.
I'm
just
brainstorming. They send a
brainstorming.
stack of 300,000 towards you. You're going to have to respond. So, but be interesting to see what the hell is in Palestine. Hopefully, not very much.
Well, I can see 72,000 British in Palestine right now. So I use them in Hearthstone 4, but you kind of have to use them there. I'm not a big fan of Hearts. I mean, I don't want to say I'm not a big fan of Hearthstone 4. I prefer Hearthstone 3. That's my preferred game. But yeah, I like Hearthstone 3 was the game that introduced this. I quite like it. I quite like it. It really does help you. Like most of these lines here are just to remind me, so I don't have to constantly go to the terrain map mode. Like here, we've got these hills where it's not quite as brutal. Not quite as brutal to attack. Okay, let's move these guys closer. All right, we've got a core here. We're going to add to, I think, third army.
So you're running the clock now, getting some movement.
What's that?
I said you're running the clock now, we're getting movement.
No, I'm on and off, Site. Okay, these guys can actually go in closer. Let's take them down here. Yeah, and in Hearthstone 4, they're actually functional, yeah. Now, that is one, it is cool. I think it's a cool idea. Oh, fuck. France just ousted Egypt from our sphere of influence. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with that. It happens. Don't worry about it. They haven't speared them yet. They've just ousted us. So, oh yeah. Okay, that's fine. We can spear them right away again. Egypt add to sphere. Okay. There we go. Problem solved. Problem solved. Now I'm gonna ban France. Now, mind you, we do need France. We need to make sure we're on good terms with France because we need them to fight this war with us.
Yeah, well, they've got to keep their fucking nose out of Egypt, so I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we need to decrease the opinion of Belgium in Romania. That's fine. A lot of things to pay attention to. Okay, what else have we got going on here? Yugoslavia, the Germans are fucking around there. Don't worry about that. I'm going to ignore the Japanese for now. And Austro-Hungary, we should probably put... It looks like we're going to be able to keep Austro-Hungary in our sphere, which is good.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, I mean, mind you, they're never going to be allied with us because we hold their territory. We'll never ever go. So yeah. Okay. Ottoman Empire, Egypt, and Austro-Hungary. Okay. And
we got Galicia because it was Polish or it was Ukrainian or something.
Yeah, well, it's because it's Ukrainian now. Ukrainians there, and they're an accepted population. What is this? 11 Corps. You're supposed to be part of Third Army, I think. Okay.
So we built as many of the troops as we're going to be using?
Not quite.
Okay.
So that you're going to actually be, we're going to call you 13 Corps. They're actually more like divisions than corps. Well, no, they're actually pretty close to corps. In terms of like 40,000 troops. Like, they're like corps made up of 2 divisions, basically. Okay, 1, 2, oops, 1, 2, 2, 3, that's roughly what I'm doing here. Probably want to be more artillery soon in these. Building a fair amount of armies here, but...
What does the declare war or ledger say? We ran the clock for a while.
Yeah, we can take a look at that for sure. The real important part here is will France join? That's the most important part. Wait a second. Declare war on the UK. Free Allied corps. Transjordan. All allies. They will accept. We're gonna do this. We're gonna want to do this soon because it seems like there's sort of a opportunity here.
Yeah, I'm just as long as you really feel prepared. Sometimes you go right on the edge. Sometimes.
Oh yeah.
This busts the game. You blow this, the game's over.
Yeah, I would say that's true. I would say that's true. I mean, it's not over, but it would be unpleasant.
Well, it'd be very boring because basically what, we crystallized on this because we realized as much as we strategized about doing this, that, and the other thing, inevitably we cannot avoid the British, so they become the focus.
Well, the thing is though, I would, it wasn't until our sphere extended to the point where it has now that became. I mean, there were other areas of the world before. I mean, Austria and the Ottomans were the more interesting targets earlier than, say, trying to deal with Britain. But as it stands now, so here's what I think we're gonna do. Actually, we're gonna, as soon as the rest of these troops. What the hell? 12th Corps, you're supposed to be over here as well. Okay, you go to there. Yeah, as soon as we kind of completely obliterated the. I'm going to put these Siberian armies close together so they're next to each other. And where are these Central Asian armies? 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what? This 13th Corps, actually, rather than sending it to Central Asia, we are going to keep it near St. Petersburg. We're going to raise another army. All the armies that we raise from now on are actually going to be for defending the land. I'm really hoping that we can wipe out this 72 stack of Brits here. So we're in very good position here. What I want to do that is I want to move these troops here. I want to move them across the desert. I want to essentially try and trap this 72 stack. We should maybe mobilize pretty soon. Not quite yet, but soon. Wait until this army finishes. Mobilize.
Take any move that you can ahead of time that doesn't cost you.
I mean, it all costs. This is going to be an incredibly costly. We're talking like we are starting like a World War I type event here. A little bit early, right? I mean, a war between the Russian Empire and Britain at this point is no joke. But it's going to cost
two of the top 3 dogs going at it, like
3 of the top 3 dogs, because France is in it too. Remember?
Right. Okay. Well, I didn't know the relative rankings.
Yeah, France. I think France is in the top 3, or maybe it's Germany. Mm-hmm. Nope. France is 3rd. We're 2nd. Boy, Belgium, you sure are trying to get into our sphere. Too bad you're weak. Okay, all right. Let's see here. France, we're gonna have to decrease your opinion. We need you in this war, so don't be angry, but just can't. You cannot have Egypt, France. In fact, you're just going to be a meat shield. Just going to distract British shipping.
That could be a trigger, just trying to keep them over there and keep them on side. Yeah.
No. You go down to there. Yeah, we'll suck them into this desert here, and they can take all the attrition. 12th Corps has arrived. Okay, all the armies are pretty much in position. Why are you taking attrition? Oh, right. That's Ottomans are stationing their army in the same province as mine. That's really okay. All right. I think at this point we're pretty much ready to drop a save and start this. I don't see much of a point in waiting longer. Let's mobilize. Where's the mobilizing button in this game? I'm forgetting. Mobilize. Wait, no, we'll wait until this army finishes. Only a couple. All right, we have iron breech-loading artillery. We can also actually wait until we get steel breech-loading artillery. We're starting to lose money because our artillery is getting more expensive. That's normal. Good, it's because it's getting better. That takes more supplies. Let me just scroll down and take a look at our... Oh god, as I suspected, I am not paying attention to my national foci as I should be. Okay, what about Kursk? What if we encourage craftsmen there, huh? I kind of feel
I thought you said you weren't going to micromanage that stuff. But
well, I have to. I mean, it's not completely automated. I'm just not building the factories anymore. I'm letting the capitalists build the factories, which we may pay for in the long run, but it is what it is. I'm just taking a look.
Don't they build something intelligent once in a while?
Oh, they do. I mean, at this point, I kind of structured our economy in such a way that what they would be building on top of a solid foundation, even if what they build is not. Oh, great! The Ottomans are having yet another revolt. In the middle, gonna kind of distract our war plans here. That's fine. We'll if the Ottoman revolt is what are these? Ottoman socialists, of course. If the Ottoman socialist revolt is still happening when we declare war on Britain, we'll just get the British to fight the socialists for us. That'd be hilarious. Okay. Alright. And what's going on in Austria-Hungary? They still have a few rebels. That's fine. Switzerland's borders are unchanged. Always reassuring. Okay, alright. Pay attention to that. Egypt's looking pretty good. Let's deal with Japan. Wait until this army is done. Building some artillery for it. Or we actually the only one we lost in our sphere was Korea. Oh, we did actually lose Manchuria too. Okay.
They can be the next target.
Yep, exactly. Britain is not paying for their army right now. They're not paying for their army, so we should be able to do a swift attack. How many more days until this artillery is done?
You got different metrics you can investigate it.
Well, they're paying for it now. They probably notice stationed a bunch of troops. We're gonna have to stack. Oh, they got 30,000 artillery there? Jeez. That's okay, we got more. Okay, I've got a chance to focus here. This is I might start encouraging capitalists. I'm going to encourage capitalists that we should stop taxing them. Yeah, that's what I'll do for now, is I'll encourage capitalists, or yeah. No, not bureaucrats, capitalists. I'm just because the problem is that if I don't pay attention, I encourage too many craftsmen and then I get unemployment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go back to craftsmen later. Could also do clerks. Capitalist. Yeah, just in our most populous provinces. We want them to invest faster. And then after this war, we might want to switch to liberal. We'll see. The Liberal Party, essentially, being liberal makes it cheaper for the capitalists to invest in the factories. Okay. Your surprise consciousness is still this low in 1881. I mean, it is the Russian Empire. Okay. We're pretty much ready to go here. Is that army done? No, I'm still waiting on...
How many did it have and how many do we have? Just give me the two numbers.
It's not quite that simple. We have 213 brigades. They have 233. And the French have 254. Britain, now mind you, Britain has like a million satellite puppet type countries. I mean, it's going to be pretty intense, frankly. We're going to have to mobilize. Waiting for this regular army to finish, and then I'm going to mobilize the troops.
Because basically, you're holding that up as long as possible. Because
I don't want to lose the Casus Belli. Okay. Now on. Time being investment. Okay, alright, that army's done. 14th Corps. Let's see here, let's see. What I want to do is... This guy's going to go up to Petersburg. I don't want to defend the capital area against things. Now I want to mobilize, and I want to mobilize the troops to key points. Take a look at the supply map mode here again. So we'll mobilize here. Oh, it's grassland. What else? Fine. Warsaw. But all right, all the peasants are coming to the borders, basically. Mobilize. Boom. How long is that going to take? We're going to get 468 brigades for mobilizing. Oh, man. Playing as Russia is bonkers. 468 brigades. It's going to fuck our economy for a while. We're going to go into debt, probably, but it is what it is. We can deal with it. And
so we just, like, triple the size of our army.
Well, it's going to take, like, many months to happen. But I think it's time to attack. I think it's time to get these troops here into position. Find this army into attack here. And yeah, I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to drop a save. I'm going to take another short break here, just so that I'm at my best for this war, because it's now or never. Start the war. Drop a save.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's name that save.
It's just great to be just here as a witness. I don't have to take any blame.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all in your hands, you know. No.
All right. You know what? And Free Allied cores. What could we get from the Ottomans? Western Syria and Baghdad. We want to get the British off the coast. Declare war. Free Allied cores. Egypt. British Sinai.
If we get the British out of Palestine.
Oh fuck! They've got Suez. How the fuck did that happen?
Who?
I don't understand how the British got the Suez Canal. I don't understand. They didn't have that province before.
You just buy it, right? You just buy it?
Yeah, I think they can, yeah. Anyway, we have to take it from them, basically. That's what we have to do. Is the Suez Canal a thing? Is it, can I... Let me see, is this, there's a very easy...
Sort of achievement thing, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, okay, they haven't built the canal yet. Okay, we need them out of here. We need them out of here. Okay. Alright, let's take, so that's going to be the priority, is actually taking the canal back from them. Taking the province that leads the canal, this one here, British Sinai, and then we'll try and add that one as well. Okay, budgets, fund everything fully, tariff the balls, so that economy is going to suffer, but so be it.
Well, this is make or break the game. Really.
And I'm going to make sure that France is going to join, otherwise it's going to be rather anti. Okay. Egypt.
I'm surprised Egypt didn't yell at us and say help.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Some kind of event maybe gave it to them for free. France. Where's France? They will accept. The Empire of Brazil will also be on our side. Thank heavens. All right. War has started.
They might send some ships up to mouth of the Mediterranean.
Well, the British have territory.
The last thing I was going to say, we'll take the break, but
I'm going to take a break, yeah.
If we win Palestine, right, from the British, they're out of the Mediterranean.
Well, yeah, we've kept them out of Greece. If we take Sinai here, like the Suez, and we take you know, a chunk of this, what I'd like to do is take the coastal areas. And yeah, we might have to do it in a couple of wars, but we need to basically completely humiliate them and take part of this territory for sure. And then we can even do things like, well, I can see they're down here as well. Like, hell yeah, go Brazil, says, yeah, Brazil will probably be able to occupy. This is actually pretty good. We've got France in this war, so France will be doing all sorts of shit to harass them. We've got Brazil that will actually be able to attack British Guyana as well as the Netherlands, Dutch Guyana. The French will also be able to fight them in Africa and Asia. Oh, that's America. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no, this is gonna be a wild war. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll be back, and we'll dismantle the British Empire when we get back. See you in a sec. All right, here we go. Unmute you, Dad. And do the thing. The other thing. Okay. So, this army can start moving up and sieging down provinces.
CBC nature moment. Just watched 2 deer.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And a hawk.
Neat.
Sit on the fence. Yeah, watch them teach their fledglings about a week ago.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna just stay defensive here. Make sure they're all in neighboring provinces. That's okay. Take a look at the diplomatic map mode. Go to speed 4. Alright, this is the key battle. Hope we can wipe out... Okay, France has joined. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pause. I need to see this. The 1st Manchester Dragoons. Well, they're not going to fare very well, I don't think. Okay. France has joined. Brazil has joined. Egypt has joined. Yugoslavia, Romania, Greece, Bulgaria, and Sweden. Bhutan didn't join. Assholes. Okay, we're going to win that battle, I think. Let's watch this battle in detail. Got way too many troops in here. I should split this up. That wasn't very smart. That's okay. Ooh, ugly. What are they getting? Okay, train rolls. Ooh, nasty. Okay, all right. These troops need to move in faster. They're just gonna ride across the desert or walk across the desert. Why are we losing so badly? Yeah, I should split this cycle. Well. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, retreat. Well, we killed a lot of them anyway. We have a lot more. Oh, I don't know if we have more manpower than them. Okay, split the army into something.
Yeah, I thought you would have been automatically cycling.
Well, no, it's just I joined the army together, but
we have to manage our attrition so well.
Well, the attrition is not really what I'm worried about. I mean, yes, the attrition is a big deal, but just we can sort of cycle in
any form of attrition. At least if you can cycle, you can recover.
Yeah. No, exactly. Okay, so we'll just take everybody who's still in good shape and send them back in. And not now. Okay, these guys are joining up though, so we do have more armies on the way. Let's pursue here. I should have split that army in two, is what I should.
What did we learn, if anything, of technology?
Well, what's the current British military technology? I mean, we're you know what? It's probably the artillery, but we should have organization. I don't know if morale, like from what I understand in this game, morale is not as important as, organization is not as important as morale. Oh, there's terrorist cells now. It's delightful. Okay, a whole new type of revolt. Okay, where is that British army? Okay, where have they gone? Oh, they're all the way down here. Okay, all right. Fine. That suits my purpose fine. Follow them down the coast. Now that we've got.
Yeah, I think the key thing is as long as the conduct of the war is in their territory, it's always to our advantage.
Yeah, I gotta pay attention to elsewhere though. What's going on with the French? Nothing. Okay. Let's take a look here. Nothing's going on there for now. I did drop a save too. I am not at all. I do not at all object to kind of save scumming this war. The French have naval assets in the.
See, with any luck, they will keep the British at bay in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, in the Mediterranean, exactly. Okay. Everybody combine here. Oh shit. These guys I'm gonna split in two for now. Gonna get messy. Am I short on jet? That ever happened? I guess we have a lot of armies. Okay, so they have sieged down a little bit of Sinai there. Need my troops to get there faster, please. On the way. Are they going to attack? No, they're moving up to Al Arish. I don't know what tech advantage they have. Not really.
Who's running from the other direction? With the crescent on it. Is that Egypt?
Egypt. Okay, Persia's actually sieging down this area for us. What's going on here? Do I see any Indian? Oh yeah, there's 200,000 Indian troops moving through Persia. So we really have to finish up this British stack here fast. We don't have enough. Wait, where are the rest of them? Had more. Oh, these are our peasant masses. Okay, let's split them up. Okay. Okay, well, the French are sieging down Cyprus, as are the Greeks. Where are the other armies here? And had more than that. Did they just take so much attrition that they're down to 71,000 in total? Jeez. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna have to split them up, I guess. I don't know what happened, but I think we like attrition is really bad. I'm gonna have to research the attrition text. Their organization like 0. Okay, there's more Brits coming in here. They're going to Damascus. Wait, because yeah, what the, did I just lose 100,000 troops to attrition? Jeez, I don't understand.
Well, you may have to step back.
Yeah, I will reload if it's a complete gong show. I'm just a bit shocked. I don't see what they have. I'm not gonna do it yet. Okay, let's get inorganic chemistry.
No, I mean step back from the aggression and refigure out where you have to.
Well, see, my inclination was that we put like all of our army in one place, and that's always my inclination in these games because like right now.
Well, I think that pretty much was your strategy. Just you can't put them all in totally one place.
Yeah. Because right now I'm a little bit afraid that we're just gonna get like what the hell has happened here? I just don't understand. Why is the organization so low? Like all of these units. I don't understand. How did they lose all that organization so quickly? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we can recover this army here. Like it's just like, Jesus Christ.
What they just started?
Yeah, I may have to reload. We'll see. I like.
But that's what I do because I think if you're so mystified, what the hell? Who cares?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I was hoping to isolate this army.
All I see is red bars everywhere. Why is that?
Red bars? Well, that's because provinces are occupied.
Oh. Sorry. Okay. Good. I thought that was the state of the army.
Yeah, I just don't know why. Okay, they've now attacked again. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to reload. We're gonna have to reload. There's just no, that army is gonna get, like, basically stack wiped. What the hell? Just insane. I'm just curious, though.
Yeah, you gotta understand where you're going wrong here.
We have more brigades than them in total. Yeah. I don't know, we're gonna have to wait longer, too. See. What a fucking hassle. What a shit show. Okay. What's the best way to do this?
You have to look at the HIT stories too, because that's what killed it.
Yeah, we might have to hold off and get those we have to get the attrition text for sure. Here. I'm clearly.
Well, the only good news is it's got to be as bad for the Brits as it is for us.
No, because they could have better. They probably have better chemistry texts, medicine texts. I mean.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're probably better medicine texts.
Maybe I think you got to time it so it's literally just before the CB starts. You have absolutely as many troops. You have absolutely as much technology.
Why do I have no general here? All this army. I'm getting rid of this battle plan here. For now, all of this army has to come up here. We have to obliterate this British army in one fell swoop before we declare war.
Well, we certainly can. I don't. We got so close, and
I don't know why. Do I have like generals not being assigned automatically or something? That would be. I want speed 1. Yeah, what's the attrition when I move through here, for example? 5%. Bad, but it's not bad.
Percent for what though?
5%. For I don't know. Where did they move that over?
If there was like 5% per month, then you were toast.
Yeah, but I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. Okay, all right.
Well, no, if you have a technology that brings that almost zero.
Yeah, but that takes time. All right, let's try this again here.
Try what? Oh, you're just gonna fight it over again?
Yep. I mean, there's no. I mean, you know, I'm gonna
Okay,
try.
fine.
I'm gonna try again because
cool.
it's like we can either do this.
Okay, no, that's
Yeah.
fine.
We can either do this or we wait another 30 years. I mean, it's really, you know, I don't. It's been a long time since I've done a war at this stage of the game, and it's a matter of like, you know, figuring out just how possible this is. Like, okay, so what happens when I move through their territory here? Yeah, it's just, yeah. Where are the British? And you know, I can't be bothered to fucking manage attrition in this bonkers, but you know, we may just need better techs. Where did they go? Like, they had a whole army here. Did they just disappear? Yugoslavia wants us to join another war. What, did I not call allies or something? Okay, one more time. No, I didn't call allies that time, so that doesn't work either. Hang tight. Thankfully, everything loads really fast on my computer, so. It just may not be possible to fight this war at this stage of the game. We'll see. You might be behind an organization tech. Yeah. That might be it, but yeah. We might have to research these. That might be it. This might be a little bit too drastic in terms of being the military science thing being behind. Well,
Don't keep us in suspense. I think you're gonna do it if you want to win this.
You're almost silent there, Dad. I don't know if you moved away from your mic there again. Okay, let's try this.
Is it better from here?
Yeah, it's better from there. So I'm gonna try and.
Are you gonna reload, or are you gonna reload and work a couple more years and then go?
Yeah, well, I've just reloaded, so we're gonna see. But I need to figure out what the hell's going on here. I'm at this point, I'm just kind of trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So I want these guys to move here and block the movement of that army. France joins. Ottoman bankrupt again. Where are they going? They're going this way. 4th of July. Fifth of July. Follow them. They are now going to Aleppo. Go there, 10th of July. 11th of July, 10th of July. I can get all these armies in at the same time. Eyes on the British army. Where are they going now? Raqqa?
Yeah, you gotta hit them with everything.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get one chance to win that part of the world, and then you gotta move on.
Exactly. So they're on the 22nd of July in Raqqa.
You're well positioned to surround them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, now they've stopped moving to Raqqa, so we'll attack them in Aleppo. Where are they going? There. They're taking attrition too. But I think Blair Eric might be right in terms of the organization text. They're going to Latakia. Where's my army?
There's definitely a difference between the two armies.
What the hell? Did my army just disappear? Oh no, I moved them to Raqqa. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna try and attack now because I've got everyone in position.
You're seeing ghosts.
Come on, guys, let's go. Stop this army. hard to maneuver in this game. I really wish that there was like a Hearts of Iron 3 style order of battle. Come on. What? Come on. I just need to catch them.
Just to stop them.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know at this point. Like, again, I'm finding the armies... Are they losing organization from attrition? Is that a thing in this game? Because it certainly is in other Paradox games, but I didn't realize. That's not going to fly. Okay.
You can't even keep the bulk of your army up with it.
Nope. And it's just taking massive attrition too, but I should be able to block them down here. Come on now. Yeah, no, okay. The attrition is terrible. We've lost about 90% of our troops just walking through these mountains. Now we've turned, like, 200,000 has turned into 70,000. It's like fucking bonkers. I don't understand. I mean, I know I haven't been paying attention to it, but I mean, how is this 5% even, like 2% attrition? Maximum 5% is location. This army will reinforce 4,000, 25% plus 5% from technology. I don't understand. Fucking bonkers, man. Well, let's see if we can wait it out. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, there were 200,000 troops that turned into 49,000. Like, that's not... If that's the case, we can't fight in the Middle East at all. Like, we can't fight anywhere in like, it's too... The terrain is too shitty. Our tech is not gonna withstand it. It is very annoying how in these games, the AI will... I mean, the AI can just sort of, like, calculate attrition and do things automatically, which is annoying. Of course, I could be micromanaging every single army and moving them carefully, but I mean... yeah.
Would have been interesting to know what size the British stack was.
The British stack has lost basically nothing. They were 75,000, they're 70,000. I've lost 150. Like, this is what drives me insane. This army here, these are supposed to be...
All right, well, lesson learned. I mean...
Yeah. That's annoying. Yeah, so, and then we've got 200,000 Indians and British moving in there. Out of curiosity, what's the...
It's gonna be worse for me than fuck it's a goddamn mountains and God.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing we can do is we can fight a defensive war. I mean, we can sort of slowly surround them and stick and not move into their territory and just hold the mountain.
The challenge we would have is this: look, when you say fight a defensive war, we're talking like we're going to be fighting for 10 years.
Oh well, that I would. Yeah, I mean.
And that will just recap us in terms of other things that we have to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've lost this one.
Yeah, I don't think I did not realize just how bad the attrition would be moving armies. Oh, you know what? It is really bad here. Supply limit.
That is the difference between this game and EU4. I mean, certainly, yeah, you lose a lot through EU4, but that never affects you like this, in my experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because it's sort of like, it is sort of, a different era than EU4, and you're moving kind of much larger armies. But I'm looking at the supply limit map mode here, and it's really, really bad supply limit here. And what I'm wondering is whether there's a way for us to... I mean, we could have even deployed troops in Egypt. There's actually some higher supply limit here in Egypt where we could have deployed some armies here and kind of
transported them across.
Yeah, and prevented them from attacking into Egypt that way. But the thing is, we can't really do that. We just can't. I mean, like, look at this. 100,000, 72,000 British colonials there, 145,000 there. Like, they're all coming up here. They're going to siege down Persia, and they're going to come up through here. And I just don't like. We do have more brigades. I've checked here a couple times. Even with the fucking 100,000 I've lost, we still have more brigades than they do in total, including all their allies. It's 765 to 642. So it is like does make sense. It's just like
Yeah.
it's going to be so hard to position the armies in a way that I don't know. In some ways, what I think the way to win a war like this is to wait till they come to you and then just repeatedly thump them in your own territory and terrain where you have an advantage. Because again, we're gonna win by a like war score with battles. So I just think the terrain is so bad in the Middle East that it's a bad place to fight the British.
Okay, so take a look then at your terrain map, because that's like reboot 2, which is fine, which basically says run away and withdraw.
The areas that
stay on the high plains, wait for them to come to you, and which means you have to choose. You either do you have enough guys in Anatolia to play that game, or do you have to ship them over to deal with the Indian groups?
Well, we can't ship anything anywhere because if we send our navy out, it'll get sunk in 2 seconds by the British.
No. I meant by ship, but it was figuratively.
Yeah.
We
can keep troops in Anatolia. We can certainly keep troops here. So we can defend Anatolia. We can possibly set up an army. It's a bad idea to put troops in Egypt because they'll get isolated. Yes. Bad idea to keep anything down here because they'll be isolated.
What happens over on the Indian side? Is there any safe place to put troops if they're well supplied?
No. There's no crossing. I mean, it's Afghanistan. There's no crossing Afghanistan. I mean, to be fair, it's actually pretty realistic.
Frankly. No. I'm not talking about going in. I'm talking about where would you withdraw to defend?
Well, here I can defend. Where I have these troops are actually well positioned. If I would put more troops here and try and get them to come to me. Is Afghanistan at war with me? No. Afghanistan's not at war with me. That's interesting. So that might actually the whole India thing might be fought. We could almost fight them in Persia. Make some small stacks and fight them in Persia. There's a smarter way to do this. Involves complete reorganization strategy there. I think we split. I think we put troops in Anatolia, and we put troops in Persia. We don't try and attack. We wait till they come to. Okay. Now the problem with that is that they're going to siege down all of Egypt. Mind you, the French might fight them there. And we would have to fight massive armies. The British armies are... The reason they're coming down here is that I didn't realize Afghanistan's staying neutral because Britain probably holds Afghani core, so they're not allied. Just in this sphere.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't look like it, though, actually. It looks like they just didn't heed the call or whatever. Interesting. So we could set up a huge army here and fight. A lot of these Indian countries will also have kind of shitty army techs. So in some ways, the best place to fight them is to just defeat massive amounts of inferior Indian colonial troops.
Hopefully that's the way it turns out.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm just like, I don't know what, like, there's some things that are happening in terms of attrition down here that I did not. I mean, the organization going down, like.
Well, I give the game due credit. I mean, the reality is that even in World War I, that was a miserable place to conduct warfare.
Oh yeah, no, exactly, and it kind of harkens back to the British tried to invade Afghanistan, in the 1860s or 70s.
No, it was earlier than that. It was in the 1830s, 40s. Oh, they screwed up in there.
And they had like 90% attrition rates, which is pretty wild. So
no, that's not what happened to the British. But anyways.
Well, they had a terrible. They had a terrible loss.
The first time they went in there and they established things and they got booted out, and the entire column, with the exception of one guy, was killed and disappeared. It was, wives,
Yeah, no, but anyway, it is interesting though because this is definitely not a very easy place to fight. I kind of like, I'm not in the mood to give up on this though, because again, I don't think we're ever going to get a better chance. Short of, I mean, the only better chance we're going to get is in a World War One type situation where, you know, where the whole world is at war and we just, wait for. But I do kind of feel like there's something in terms of our. I don't think it's military tech. I think
No,
it's the supply tech and.
bit like a game chess where you can see 20 moves ahead and say, I can see a certain checkmate here, and I've got to
Yeah,
do something.
I think the
Do
key
something
though is to
about it.
not go on the offensive. I think the key is to not go on the offensive, not walk through enemy territory and take all this attrition. I'm gonna reload again one more time. I do want
Do
to.
it and try that strategy, and I think you'll have to really make sure you've got a huge predominance of force when you know,
Mhm.
actually allow combat to take place.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can actually, in some ways, I can bait them in by leaving a smaller stack and then reinforcing with neighboring stacks. I think that's probably the best move. But we just can't be moving troops through the desert and the mountains. Not a good idea. I didn't realize the attrition would be that bad.
The
Uh,
deer are invading.
yeah.
They're getting closer and closer.
Okay.
They're a rust red color this time of year instead of a gray, dark gray.
Okay. Why are my auto assigned? Why are these not being assigned? I don't understand. Should be auto assigned. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Go. There we go. And I want all these armies. Okay, so we don't actually need to defend up here because Afghanistan's not going to join. We are still mobilizing. That's fine. Get our artillery tech. You guys probably actually go over here. Well, let's split this one and we'll put half of it. I'm gonna get rid of the battle plan. As fun as it was to make it, because it's not work. These guys like here, here. These guys.
Could have said that at the outset, you know.
Well, no, but it is
That's the first.
it's
That's
like
the
a
first
sketch.
thing that goes away in war is the plan
No, I
in
know.
battle. Yeah, that's hilarious.
No, it is. It is. But it is nice to like kind of plot things out. Yes, yes, yes. You're bankrupt.
The deer, I think, are eating weeds in the garden.
Wow, crazy.
But they ate all the beans. Like I'm getting nothing.
One thing I think Paradox. One thing they should do in their games is like your units shouldn't take attrition when you're not. Fucking annoying. Like managing peacetime army movements, keeping attrition in mind is not interesting. In some ways it's like I don't know. I think it's bonkers. I think it's like
Well,
it's tedious.
it's reality, and it's why certain parts of the world that we border on are so tedious.
Oh fuck, peacetime. I'm getting some fucking malice because I'm mobilizing peacetime now. Oh, what that does, probably horrendous. Okay, what's going on up here? We can start splitting these off.
You'll figure out the tactical military situation, and then everybody will revolt communist overnight.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna split up some of those stacks. What's this? They're taking a little bit of attrition, but much less. 0.3. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so we'll try and tempt the up here. Oh yeah, this core needs to come down. Go there. Yeah, we need to create kind of a meat grinder here in Persia. I think that's the way to do it. Anyway, we are gonna have to declare war. So let's try this one more time. Otherwise it's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna guys and no, but I just mean in terms of like quality of life shit. I don't think it's that interesting to manage like attrition in time. Just all allies. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna keep these guys here. They're not taking any. They're taking a negligible amount of attrition. How much are these guys taking? Ooh, that's actually pretty bad. So we're gonna have to split this. What's this? Half.
Sounds like what we'll have to do is occupy about half of Anatolia and hopefully ring around the rosy and surround one that they want to attack with about 4 and just go island. I don't know.
Oh my god, France didn't join? What the hell's going on now?
What do you mean, Prince?
Oh my god. Oh, this game sometimes. Okay.
What
No,
happened?
they didn't fucking join. I don't know what happened between... Did they start a war or something?
Yeah, obviously it's part of the turn they flip a coin.
No, but it tells you they'll accept or they won't. Well, that's fucked then. That's really annoying. I'm annoyed. Yeah, well, okay. I'm gonna play through this just to see how the... Oh, now the USA wants to be an ally. Well, if you're gonna ally with the USA, you have to join the war. Oh, they'll accept. Cool. Well, we're gonna fight with the USA instead. Okay, I'm gonna just test this out again because... So, apparently the USA wants a chance to fight Britain. Interesting. Well, I really would have preferred France, actually. The USA is kind of weak at this point in history. Okay.
They're gonna have North America.
It is true. They can, like, siege down a bunch of Canada. It'll be interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna watch the attrition rates here. That's looking good. You move there. Can I send a small probing force here? A lot. Are you at war with me? Yes. Once again, organization looking weird. Oh, I've got no research going. Let's do these ones and these ones. Do this one. How long is that going to take? Less than a year. A few months. That's great. We were able to get techs very quickly, fortunately. Okay, we've got 66,000 troops moving through. British are moving in. On up here. Yeah, we'll let our puppets do fighting for us. Austria. There. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's this? Alright. Move in. Hopefully I can get there on time. I don't know. I'm not sure if we can, because we have to have our troops so split up to avoid attrition that it's like impossible to even... Doesn't work out, you might provoke a crisis, yeah. Okay, wait a second here. This is not looking so bad. How big is the line? Oh my god. Yeah, okay, so oh, that's actually not so bad. Looking much better. Who's in the front row? Okay, these guys need to be called out. How long are they going to be? 26th of December? Okay, you come out. You go in. Everybody in. Oh wait, did they all retreat? No. Hey, what the fuck just happened? Oh, did the British retreat? Karachi. I think the British retreated. Oh, when our troops arrived, the British retreated. That's fine. That we like to see. Okay. So that was actually, I think, sort of almost a victory. Okay, let's deal with the attrition again. We do have one retreating army that I manually retreated. That's fine. And we need, yeah, we've now got this horrendous attrition again. How can I can't attack into the mountains? Okay, so Egypt.
You're just going to be stuck rebuffing there in your own territory.
Well, that's it. But I mean, we may actually be able to use the geopolitical situation to strangle them. Right now, we've actually, the army that was here, they seem to have moved it to India. So we may actually be able to create a kind of meat grinder here, as long as I can keep these troops separated out. Like, we just got to keep pulling troops back so that I can, like, split these guys up. You go there.
Avoid attrition here.
Yeah, exactly. Bloody hassles with this. Okay. Because if we're the defender, then we don't take as bad penalties, right? 15% attrition. Come on, move it, move it. Get out of here. That's what's happening. Attrition is just awful. Okay. How bad is the attrition for you guys? You're peasant. Okay. You guys...
Well, we do care because it sounds like you're going to need every freaking mobile body in the world.
Pretty much. Yeah, this is a... Okay, wait, what's going on? They've attacked us somewhere. Okay, now everyone comes back. That army has to hold out until someone gets there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get everybody down. Can we make it before the battle's lost? Possible to manage attrition in this game. Okay, we won. Karachi... No, we're certainly not going to pursue. Okay, so leave the strongest armies. These two can stay there. These guys can move back. Those guys can stay there. You go down there, and you go down there. How much?
What's your war score?
0. But from defender occupations, they're getting war score from occupations, and well, we actually do get war score from just winning those battles, so not the worst.
No, I was just curious.
Okay, we've got British attacking the Persians up here. Interesting. Okay, you guys need to all split up. I'm gonna leave the strongest armies 1, 2 there. You guys go there. That guy can move forward, and whoever hasn't been given an order here, 1, 2, 3 can go there. In best shape here. You go back there. We just need to cycle around here. What's going on elsewhere? Oh my god, okay. These guys need to be split up. These guys need to be split up. Oh, the British have sent 110,000 troops to Finland. Okay, well that we can also deal with. So, because the attrition's much less bad up here. So, we've got mostly peasant armies, but a couple of professional armies as well.
That might be a lesson right there, eh?
Well, what I'm kind of drawing from this in some ways is that I would actually, if I were to fight them again, plan this again, I would actually maybe ignore this whole theater and just fight them here. Like, you know, I'd rather fight them in an area where I have, you know, infrastructure. But anyway. Alright, are they going to actually attack here or what? Because the war just gets paralyzed in these mountains. There's just no fighting to be done.
No, I was worried about the mountains, but I certainly didn't have any precognition about it.
I mean, terrain in this game is definitely quite a thing. Okay, let's amass some troops here. Wait, what's that? Being attacked again here. So we're going to move forward with these guys, and basically. Where's that? Oh shit, they've hit us in another spot. Yeah, they just have too many. They just have too many soldiers, man. Okay, wait, we won. We won there. We are actually winning here as well. Okay, I'm impressed. They're retreating to Kalat. Can't attack Kalat because there's a big stack there. That's... Get these military techs. And supply techs afterwards. Their supply tech's probably much better than ours, because that's an industrial tech, and Britain is be ahead on those, but we'll see. Okay, do I have any more peasants I can bring down here? All you guys, come down here. Come and die with us. The desert. You guys as well. Die in the desert.
Actually, where you're fighting is about one of the worst deserts in the world.
Yeah.
Barring South America and maybe...
So now they're taking the terrain penalty. The terrain penalty is doing it all. It was the train penalty. This is going much better. Well, we adjusted the strategy. We just the solution is never attack. Always defend, never attack. That's the solution. Okay. Which, you know, sort of knew that. I thought that we would be able to provoke a quick victory by attacking that stack.
Yeah.
With a superior force, but the answer is no.
The Finland thing is a different level of thinking too, in so much as, you know, really doesn't make a difference. You're going to have an advantage in terms of.
Okay, they're going to.
There. In fact, giving up Finland and letting them just get into your territory up there
might do something, yeah.
You know.
I'm going to attack here, though.
Which is classic Russia, right? Retreat and crush.
Yeah, defense in depth kind of thing. Okay, what's going on? Have I missed anything down here? Shit. What? All of you come back. We're going to have to retreat here for sure, I think. We're just not able to keep a sufficient number of troops down there unless these guys get down a little bit faster. But we are going to defeat them in Finland. We need to not lose battles. Of course, what's going on? How are the Americans doing? They're defeating the Canadians. There we go. We are occupying the war goal. Can I keep this army alive?
Sounds like we won't have to worry about Alaska anyways.
Oh, not gonna have to worry about that. We won that battle. Interesting. I wonder if I should. This no. Point. The armies are just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. We also may be at a disadvantage because we're actually not fighting in home territory. We're fighting in like allied territory, so I don't know whether that affects attrition. But I want to just keep pulling back armies. So we defeated the British in Finland. Let's follow them with half as much. Actually, we surround these guys because this is an army I can defeat. They're going to Helsinki. So you guys go up here. 1, 3. You guys go there. You guys can start flanking up there. Here. Trap these guys. Looking good. Whoever's going north can stop. Actually did manage to trap them in. Hard to manage. Well. Now what I need to do actually.
It gets pretty freaking wild in EU4. You know. Like,
yeah, fine. Where are you going? You're going to try and attack and break out? No. You move back here. Get there on time? Yes. Okay, good. Stop. Oh, God. Everybody except 2000s go in. Same thing here. Leave a weak stack. Oh, shit. There's no one guarding there. Take these guys and move them there. Don't have anywhere to escape to. I'm going to try and circle. Oh, no, they're back. Okay, good. Come on. Okay, that should be an encirclement, which means I think if we lose the battle, that's a stack wipe. Now we got to check what's going on here now.
If we win the battle, it's a stack wipe.
Sorry, if we win the battle, it's a stack wipe, yes. Okay. Leave these two here. Move these ones back one. Nasty attrition. Move you back, move it back. All I can do is hope that these guys get down here. Let's split these up because they're also taking attrition. These guys can be split up. Shit. Do I need to reinforce again here? You come out. Without the most organization. Fucking peasants. They're just getting completely demolished. Split in half, go in. Ah, those guys are all screwed. Never mind. Merge. Ooh, this is not looking good. Okay, let's see here. You split in half, send some in. Not going well. What? We're taking a terrain penalty. Oh, they've got a 9 roll. Delightful. Oh, that's a bad dice roll is what that is. Can I get a better dice roll, please? No. That whole army is going to be fucking lost. It's unbelievable.
Just because of one roll.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, all these need to come out. Right. And I had them surrounded too. God, that is so frustrating.
First one you couldn't surround, the one you could surround, boom. Oh, that is annoying.
I don't know, man. You know, I gotta say, I've watched a lot of people play this game online, and people mostly play as Germany. And they mostly play as Germany because this is crazy. Oh fuck, I'm losing a battle here because I'm like not paying attention. Um, all of you go in there. It is a defensive battle at least. However, I have pretty severely weakened this British army up here, so there's nothing left to fight with up here though. Let's retreat. Helsinki, we won this battle here. What's the overall war score? Minus 13%. We're now
Minus.
Yeah, minus 13.
Territory?
Because of battles.
Oh wow.
And I think it's probably because of all the men they're killing. It's because of all the losses I'm taking in these battles. Not sure. I think that's what the calculation is based on. Yeah. Keeping in mind the British Empire has like twice the population of Russia right now, which is also a problem. We just don't have the population to even mobilize an army to fight them. Yeah. Oh, that's so annoying.
Uncle it is.
Yeah, what's this? 104,000.
Well, I think there's a couple factors. One in our favor, right? I mean, France isn't part of this game.
No, France isn't part of it, and that's definitely a big part. But Blair Eric has just said, "I'm not sure you can actually win this war," and I think you're correct, Blair Eric. It's funny. We sort of got to looking at the map, and this is where you really realize how Victoria 2 works, and it's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just this is a game where this kind of war is just cataclysmic, and I don't think it's a matter of military technology. I think it's because like honestly, what I'm gonna do because I think we're going to at this point. I think I think I'm not gonna I'm gonna load that autosave because it's like a little bit bonkers. How do I get the fucking console on this again? Oh, I've got to change my keyboard. Give me a second. I've got not the right keyboard. Is it tilde for the console? Or is it not tilde? How do I bring up the console again? Control tilde or something? Done this a million times. Hang tight. What I want to do is I want to tag switch to Britain, and I want to see. I mean, it's sort of almost cheating, but I'm genuinely curious just in terms of the mechanics. It should be the tilde key. What the hell's going on here? Oh, that's what it is. There we go. All right, so let's just take a look at what their military technologies are. Okay, so they've got this stuff. What does that give them? Oh, okay, they've got defense stats. The defense stats matter. You know what? It's the mod. It's the mod. And that's not a bad thing. The mod has buffed the defense, because I'm looking at these statistics here, and you're getting +1 defense bonuses to... Yeah, that's what it is. They've got all these defensive bonuses, so even when I attack them... Now, they don't have any of this stuff. They actually have less morale than I do. I've got all this. I've got all that. I've only got, like, this one here. And I think I've got these 2 and these 4. So our military tech is not that far behind. What's their... Oh, this is the other determining factor. They've invented electricity while we're sitting back at medicine. So their supply limit is... Remember how my army had 250,000?
Yeah.
And it went down to like 45,000? Well, look at these techs here. Supply limit plus 25%, plus 25%, plus 25%, plus 50%. So they have probably 200% higher supply limit than we do.
Okay, so let me try to carefully express this question. So when we compared military techs, right, is this going to show up, or was this in another category of tech that we somehow...
It's in another category of tech. It's in the industry techs. I'm just looking.
Did you compare what was their comparison in industry to us when we started this little affair?
At the beginning of the campaign?
Yeah.
They have way more industrial tech than... I mean, Britain is the world leader in industrial tech at the start of this campaign.
Okay, but what's the difference? Is it like 25 to 3, or is it 22 to 20?
It's... I mean, I want to say it's like 12 to 3. I mean, I can't look it up now. I can't look it up now because it's the start of the campaign. But basically, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the supply map. It really is the attrition. It's the attrition, because the thing is, our troops are actually pretty much as well trained and as well armed as the British. We just don't have the supply and the medicine tech. So it's
But where I'm getting with this is, I mean, we focused on the difference in military tech in terms of doing the research before pulling the trigger. Sounds to me like there should be as much emphasis on where are they industrially, even though we know they're going to be ahead.
Well, there's 2.
How far ahead are they? Because
there's only one.
Obviously, it makes a huge difference.
Well, there's only one stream of the industry techs that matter here, in my view, and that's the supply limit. None of this stuff. I mean, we've actually got up to level 2 in all of this. So they've got this, but this is all just resource production, right?
Is this undetectable?
No, I'm cheating here to look at it. I switched countries to look at it. But I'm curious.
We switched countries to look at this, so there's no way we can detect that they were that.
They actually don't have better railroads than us, believe it or not. Which is pretty bonkers. No, but this is
we were a little preemptive there, right? Because we.
Anyway, yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I don't want to look at too much more in this kind of cheat view here because it is a little bit corny to do so. But it was I'm glad I did, because sometimes I never would have known what it was. It's not the organization text. It's not the morale text. Not the artillery text. I don't even think it's the defensive text. I don't think the defensive texts are helping them because we weren't attacking, right? So I think we can't fight a war like this until we have state-of-the-art medicine and supply techs, because I guarantee you that's where we're losing troops. It's just moving. They're able to move 100,000. I mean, they're able to move 50,000 troops through an area that we're only able to move 10,000 troops through. So anyhow, I'm going to load up this optimistically named save Fall of the British Empire, which would have been the fall of the Russian Empire had we kept going with that plan. Let me just demobilize the army here, because that's not gonna happen. That war is just not going to be fought right now. It was an interesting experiment, though. It was an interesting experiment, and I'm glad we did it. And I think there's a couple things. I don't know whether it's the mod or whether it's. What's that?
We tried a very interesting approach geopolitically, and we got.
They
always end up where we predicted to, but we got a hell of a long way along.
Well, and the thing is, but I'm not. This campaign is fine. In terms of it's perfectly viable. It's just don't go to war with the British right now. Finish these techs, and finish these techs. We can get all the way to electricity. These are also very good techs for us to produce. That textile problem we were having, where we have a shortage.
Electricity sort of fix that, yeah.
Well, no, it's the. Sorry, I'm just opening up my overlay again here, sir.
I'm just being facetious, but yeah.
This may not. Sorry. Dig in cap also makes a serious difference. Yeah, that's a good point. I think Blair Eric. I'm just getting some feedback from Blair Eric here, who's very good at this game. I think you're right. I think we shouldn't be so far behind on the defensive techs here, the army doctrine techs. I don't think that we need to be caught up, but I don't think we should be so far behind. I also don't think. I think the key tech is supply. The key tech is
absolutely, unless you're going to stay in the plains of Germany.
Yeah, exactly. The key tech is supply, and then and the other thing is that inorganic chemistry here, or is it organic chemistry, will give us synthetic dye. Once we have synthetic dye, we can build synthetic dye factories, which means that we'll be able to actually, afford our clothes, which will be a real help in terms of the economy. I would not research any of these techs, because here's the thing: Russia has so many resources. Like, we are 2 or 3 techs behind the British in terms of our coal production, but we're almost producing as much coal as they are, even though we're producing it so much less efficiently, right? But where Britain and Germany win is not in quantity, it's in sort of efficiency, right? So I would not invest a lot in these industrial techs for now, except for the chemistry and electricity ones. I would invest in all-out army techs. In fact, at this point, I think probably the best bet would be to just max out all the army everywhere. I don't know what these organization techs really do, but I wouldn't touch Navy because that's not going to happen. But yeah, it's really like, so honestly, we're actually in pretty good. Was that?
So you're starting about restarting the game and then just playing?
No, not restarting. No. I wouldn't restart the game at all. No. I would just. Okay. I would pick up from this save that we've made. I think we might want to call it a night tonight because it is getting late, and we that was a rather exhausting experiment. But I would just reposition things. Also, the French are a better ally than the Americans. Although it was cute to see America destroying Canada. Cute and terrifying, but yeah, no, I would wait for a more opportune moment, and I would get better technology, I think. But we're almost there. Honestly, when I look at the technology, we are just not. We've got every culture tech that we need here. Oh yeah, there's this one we need to research like now, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, that gives us 100%.
All right, so what you're saying is we'll start another stream, but we'll start at the save?
Yeah, we'll start at the save. I'm going to resave this now and just call it something. I've demobilized the army because that otherwise that event is going to fire that gives us a bunch of malices, which I also took last time.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
So
now, the only thing I'm not looking for an answer for this.
Yeah.
You need to reflect on, okay, how did we recognize the right strategic opponent?
Yep.
And the fact that we had to refocus everything. How do we get ourselves into convincing ourselves beyond the CB? Right? We didn't go to the extreme limit of the CB. Why did we move even a year or two, earlier than necessary? And the question is there any other CB we can get?
Well, yeah, there are other CBs. To answer your question, I think we started a war on the basis that
control the CB, control the time.
Yeah, for sure. We started a war on the basis that we kind of, through a random event, actually ended up with a CB that was useful. And we thought, looking at the military techs, we thought that we might actually have enough of a tech parity with the British to kind of overwhelm them. Having essentially cheated and used the console and looked at what their techs actually are, which I'm glad I did, because sometimes you just don't know, and you don't know what you're doing wrong, and you learn how to play the game, and every mod is different in terms of how the modifiers play out over time. But what I'm seeing is that we're actually not that far behind. We are racing through these technologies now. When I started that war and I started doing the military techs, maybe tech up and maybe take the Levant as part of a Great War peace deal. Yeah, I think that's true as well, Blair. Eric has made another good point. When Great Wars start, which is essentially how this game sets up the mechanics of something like World War One, there can be multiple Great Wars. The peace deals allow you to take much more territory. So we won't really have to be worrying about CB. I think Blair Eric is right. I think what we really want to do, diplomatically, militarily, strategically, we are at a point now where our literacy is high enough. We're at 55.5% literacy. So that's more than we're ever going to need in the long run. We have no tech, there's no reason we can't catch up in all the most important techs with every country on Earth at this point. So we're much better to go back to the original strategy of let's play a waiting game and and figure out.
Now we know our opponent.
I think you're a little far away. But I guess what I would say is, I was just going to finish my point for a second. What I would say is that the best, like it's pretty clear to me that the only, like we should be on, when a Great War type situation comes up, we should be on the opposite side as the British, because geopolitically, unless it's absolutely suicide, which at the moment it is, but geopolitically, there's they are the obvious rival. They are just the obvious rival. We've got really Germany is kind of contained. France is, we're not really don't really have any relevant borders with France. Japan is also not that powerful, although they've speared Burma. But yeah, no, we are obviously, poised to. And sorry, I can't. Approach your. Go back to the spot where we can hear you. Yeah, but go on.
The fact that Japan is fearing Burma, that's probably good news because they're gonna screw around with the British, the Dutch, you name it, if they start targeting in that direction.
I mean, it's pretty random at this point where they're going to target, but we'll see. Also,
well, no, but they're hitting on the British.
What would be interesting as well is like maybe China will actually become a proper country at some point. At which point, it wouldn't be the worst idea to like ally China against the British, because they're going to be way behind in tech. But I mean, what a great way to distract the British Indian forces. We won a lot of battles there. We were like it really did in my view it really did come down to supply, because I noticed like that little trek I did down through the Levant, where I had, I walked the same route as the British did, and they took about, I would say, 5 or 10% attrition, and I took like 100%. So.
Okay. Out of curiosity, their troops were moving faster?
I don't think so. Movement speed, does anything. What affects movement speed in this game? Let me just double check here. I don't think.
Because I thought you were trying to engage them with a small stack to get them to stop, and then you were going to pile on or something. And we just.
Well, what I wanted to do was, and I tried to do it in Finland. What I wanted to do was surround them. In Finland, for example, and as long as I have one stack, or even 1,000 troops or something sitting in the outside province, they can't retreat into a province where there are enemy troops. So if you surround them and you win the battle, you stack wipe them. That's how you stack wipe in this game. It's very similar to Criterion 3 in that sense. But we were unable to because we just couldn't win that battle. We don't have enough troops there. But yeah, we don't have a manpower advantage against the British. We don't have a, what we will be able to get tech parity, and I think we have a geopolitical advantage, and that's really what we have to push.
Well, we know this much, right? Between now and then, the second go around, as long as you've consolidated what is ours, that belt around us, we have a much better idea of what we're going to confront.
Well, and having speared the Ottomans, we're also essentially preventing more British expansion in the East, I guess. We've more or less.
What the hell is going to happen with Egypt?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's what annoys me is that they've by some modded event they've taken control of this province. That's probably for the best, actually, because one of the things that was true in vanilla Victoria 2 is that it was way too easy to spear Egypt. It was way too easy for us to spear. So I think they probably included an event to allow a major power to kind of spend money to grab.
I mean, if you were a human being at this stage of the game, the British obviously have an advantage. You'd literally do the squeeze on Persia, and own the whole rim, right?
Yeah.
And that would take us out of the game.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because you're joined up. There's no single weak point to attack.
Well, and the terrain is, again, the supply limit thing with the
and we'd be cut off from that ocean, so it's just like. But the nice thing about Russia is you can just say, okay, with a few projections into Saudi Arabian Peninsula or whatever, down in Levant. You can also play the game as we're just going to hold the block.
Yeah.
And we're just going to make the blob, you know, we've changed the shape at the one end.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're working on the next. You don't have to be aggressive with it. It clearly is never to your advantage.
Not particularly. Not particularly.
And
I think Blair Eric is right.
Other than the move we did in Persia.
I think Blair Eric is right. So if we were to fight a great war, let's say for example there's a great war where it's us and France and I don't know, let's say us and France and Japan against the UK, Italy, and Germany or something. Who knows? Who knows what it could be? We could fight and win battles here. We could win the war on the basis of large battles fought in a sort of World War I trench warfare kind of way, where we just put them through a grindstone and grind them down through attrition.
So how do you provoke a great war?
It happens on its own. Crises. It will start those types of wars will start happening soon. They have timed events, and then and then you just take these as the you take this as the peace deal, right? Even if you weren't fighting in this part of the world, in a great war, it's a lot easier to take territory. You're like, well, my war score is 50, I'll take what I want, kind of thing, right? You don't need to. You don't need to siege down. We don't need to actually fight in these parts of the world, but the supply text would help. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night, make myself some dinner. But this has been fun. I'm glad we were able to get another stream in, and we will do more. We will do more soon. My schedule's still very much in flux, but I will try and schedule these more often because they are fun. And this campaign has lots of potential. I think we should keep going with this file. It was an interesting experiment. It really was worthwhile to give it a shot. And even if it was, and that's why I saved, and that's why I said I wouldn't mind doing a save scum, because when you're playing with a new mod and everything, it's just so hard to get a gauge of things. I mean, if we wanted to do a kind of Iron Man thing, we could say, oh, game over. Like let's sue out of this war or whatever, and then just keep going as a weaker Russia. But it's a little bit more fun to try and how we can build momentum. Actually, I think. So thank you everyone for watching, and we will be back. I'm going to do some more Hearts of Iron 3. I'd like to do some Morrowinds, lots of stuff. And I'll stick a Discord link in there just in case someone pop into the Discord. See you next time.
Good night. All right.
Oh, I'm going to stop the recording.